blame it on Maryland. And the heroin, where were the parents at? And look where it's at, middle America. Now it's a tragedy, now it's so sad to see an upper class city having this happiness. Then attack Eminem cause I rap this way. But I'm glad cause they feed me the fuel that I need. Gonna be able to top on my name is and pigeonholed into some poppy sensation that caught me rotation at rock and roll stations. And I just do not got the patience to deal with these cocky Caucasians who think I'm some wigger who just tries to be black. Cause I talk with an accent and grab on my balls, so they always keep asking the same fucking questions. What school did I go to? What hood I grew up in? And why, the who, what, when, and where, and the how? Till I'm grabbing my hair and I'm tearing it out. Cause they driving me crazy. I can't take it, I'm racing, I'm pacing, I stand and I sit. And I'm thankful for every fan that I get. But I can't take a shit in the bathroom without someone standing by it.
In the eye sockets. I told her straight out. I just said it, man. I said it. I said.
WTF Nation Radio. WTF Nation Radio.
I said, bitch, I'm the man of the house.
You said bitch though. You called your wife a bitch.
Yeah.
Is that actually a picture of the Antichrist crying? I like it. It's tasty.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Good evening, boys and girls. This is Tim Kennedy. I'm a Special Forces sniper, a Ranger qualified Green Beret, a UFC fighter. Please listen to us and the shenanigans that we're going to say. We will insult you. There will be racial slurs. We will be sexist. We will offend you. But there will be magic, and a unicorn will be raped. So enjoy the show. Thank you for listening on WTF Nation Radio.
God damn. Holy crap. Can you guys fucking hear me now? Shit. Yes, I'm hearing a playback on myself, so give me a second just to adjust the sound. This is some fucking embarrassing shit. Damn. Anywho. Good to go. All right, cool. Well, let me adjust some more soundage here. Give me a sec back, and then we'll get you rocking, guys. Because then I looked this woman in the eye sockets.
I looked my woman in the eye sockets. I told her straight out. I just said it, man. I said it. I said.
WTF Nation Radio. WTF Nation Radio.
I said, bitch, I'm the man of the house.
You said bitch though. You called your wife a bitch.
Yeah.
Is that actually a picture of the Antichrist crying? I like it. It's tasty.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Oh my god, anyways, guys. So, welcome to WTF Nation Radio Sergeant's Time. Holy crap. I hate Microsoft. So, everybody, right now, if you have not updated Microsoft to its firmware, securitywear, hardware, machoware, then you best need to fucking do that. Because if you don't, then what's going to end up happening is that you'll go through a 2-hour, I'm telling you, almost a 2-fucking-hour update. And then, of course, whatever you had done hooked up and everything will obviously be affected by the fucking settings that you've had. But other than that, holy shit. Just to give you guys a little bit of word, now tomorrow I'll be covering Friday Night Freedom. So what you don't catch me tonight, you'll catch me tomorrow. Yes, indubitably. Let me go ahead and continue the setup here. Anywho, what version of Microsoft is everyone working? Dude, it varies. Some systems will have you run a little bit later, but right now Microsoft is trying to catch everybody up, so that way the reason why they're having some problems with their security updates is due to the fact that wait, up my mic, hang on, up my mic. My mic needs to get upped. My mic needs to get upped. How about that? How's that mic and up? Good to go? So let me get the phone up for the guys, and then dude, this fucking pisses me off. Oh man, now watch this not fucking work. Hey, what's going on?
What's on?
Jesus, dude.
So I have it on good authority. I'm supposed to ask you, do we need to go to T-4 now?
I don't fucking know, dude. No fucking that, man. I'm telling you, this is some fucking crazy ass shit. Don't even fucking exactly. I got fucking updates to fucking hell. I'm almost afraid of putting this on fucking Facebook Live because then I don't even know what's gonna happen on Facebook Live. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I mean, it sounds like it's going pretty good. So we'll see how if you guys think we can go to Facebook Live, then we'll do that. Fuck. Anyways.
Shots.
Yeah, dude. That's all you can do, man. All you can do is yes, get them shots.
Indubitably.
Yeah, some smashing. And indubitably smashing. Indubitably, what's some smashing?
Mm-hmm. So anyway, how's your week, man?
Yeah. My week. Let's talk about my fucking week.
That wonderful, huh?
I am no longer in that facility life. I'm no longer in that life anymore. So, I can't believe it's been a fucking year.
Hello, I'm here.
Yeah. Good. Everyone here now, right? Fuck. Phew. Almost afraid of not disconnecting any of that.
Michael, standing by.
Yeah. Old 5 standing by. It was literally my boss told me. Well, my other boss said, "Dude, it's a year. It's time for you to go." I'm like, it has not been a. Holy fuck! It has been a year. So it's been a year since I was moved from one job. Now I'm moved to another, and it just feels weird just going into a new environment, and it's just you're kind of. You can't talk to people like you can talk to people like you can back down the line. If you think that one facility was bad, at least there were some kids in there that can kind of relate to stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But you got guys that are in this place that I'm working in, real fucking... oh my god, dude. They get so fucking... They're rice bowl protectors, man. Yes, indeed. So it's just kind of one of those things where I just kind of hang out and kind of keep to myself and, getting the brief and getting all these other briefings. Welcome to blah, blah, blah. You're going to be doing this. You're going to be doing that. But if you do this, you're going to get in trouble. If you do that, you're going to do this. I'm like, everyone there has at least over 20 years of service, and they're talking to us like we've never armied before. So,
are you really surprised by that?
No, actually, I'm really not surprised about that because these are some insecure fuckers sometimes. Insecure people fucking make me laugh, so...
Do you even army, bro?
Yeah, exactly. Like I asked about, let's see, what was some of the questions that I asked about? Hey, where do I go to take this out? And they're like, oh, we have people to do that. I'm like, huh?
Have people.
You mean have? What do you mean by fucking have people? To do what? To really? Oh, okay. All right. So it's kind of fucking weird. Just being in a new environment where you're kind of like you said, man, do you even army, bro? And it kind of gives me the ass because I have many years of service, and other individuals of many years of service get talked to by civilians like we are real fucking like we're not there, like we're not a piece of the puzzle that they're not appreciating. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
So. Being on the opposite side now of you for that piece of it,
mm-hmm.
and going from a green to blue, it's a very, very different world how individuals are treated. And I see it in the new building I'm at as well. And they talk about this team, but when you look at the team itself and how it's broken down. Is like you're saying, there is a very big separation and distinction between those that are green suiters and those that are not.
Well, my biggest thing is that they look at it like that. They look at you like, oh, green suitor. I'm thinking you were just a fucking captain a few years back, and you sucked in the fucking job, and you knew somebody to get this fucking job to be a GS 11 or 12 or 13, and now you're talking to me like you've had this Mondo experience. So it just, fuck, man. Yes, it does open up a whole world of memes. Whole world of memes. Now, don't get me wrong. I do not care. I mean, I'm like you, man. I see the total team. You know what I mean? I want the team to succeed. I want us to succeed in our military and our army. But yeah, there's nothing wrong with understanding that you have had your purpose, and we have our purpose. So now it's time to join together and don't be a dick. You know what I mean? You don't have to be a dick. So when you're dealing with civilians in an environment, I'll be honest with you, the contractors are more of the I guess I don't want to say they don't give a fuck, but they're more of
Now it depends on the contract. I'll tell you this: IT guys don't give a fuck.
No, they don't. They don't,
because they have a fucking skill set that is desperately needed.
Yes, exactly. It's almost like a chick.
It almost have to commit a felony in the building they're working in to be fired.
Yeah, set motherfuckers on fire. Yep. Like you have to set somebody on fire and used, I don't know,
do a line of coke on the boss.
Exactly, and take a crap on his desk at the same time while slapping one of his kids. That is about the only way those guys on fucking the IT world do that shit. And I'm thinking, god damn.
If you're IT with access, fuck.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
one, you're gonna get paid.
Yeah.
And two, it's again, you'll have to do a line of coke on the boss's desk while taking poop on his chest to get fired.
Well, it just makes me laugh because the amount of fucking drama that happens. I mean, like literally, okay. Because this place, if I say what I do and where I am, I will be narrowed down so fucking quick. And you have those fucking haters out there that will go, that's ICE. That's who that is. So I'll get fucking dimed down like a motherfucker. And those will be the guys that go, gotcha. We gotcha. Did you know that ICE is, does this, and ICE does, that's ICE. Did you know that's ICE? And I'm thinking, that's how these guys are. These guys remember rumors and shit that has happened 20 fucking years ago.
It's because they have nothing better to do.
Oh my god, it's fucking. So I'm just quiet. I'm just sitting there, my little shit. I'm just sitting there. I'm pretty sure I'll have some stories, but I can't. At this area, I cannot. I cannot share my stories because I will be so fucking. I mean, it was so quickly identified. It'd be like Doc Madness finding a fucking pile of fucking memes, and he would just, that's how quick,
That's why you need to retire, Ice.
Dude, you know what? I had a good heart to heart.
Thanks, Delta.
No, I'm just saying I had a good heart to heart with my boss, and he just said it's all about taking care of you, man. In the end, and he gave me the good mentor speech and all that. And I'm not saying that that's coming down the pipe, but there has been some considerations, Maybe after I pin, Sergeant Major, but I'll probably.
Gotcha. I know who you are now.
Yeah, well, no. I mean, like, because there were those other individuals like that too, that pin Sergeant Major, and then next thing they're like, okay, I'm out. Then that way they can say they retired a Sergeant Major. They may not be getting paid as a Sergeant Major, but they'll be fucking retiring as a Sergeant Major.
I did the same thing as an E7. I was never a platoon sergeant, but I retired as a fucking E7.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fucking, yeah, it's again, you had a good question, and I'm glad you can bring it up after the break, because I'm going to set up Facebook Live for this next one, because I think this is going to be a good debate, because of the post that the main page has posted. Oops, sorry. And some of the stuff that you wanted to rant about, Mike Golf, I think hits home. If you go on the main page right now, you'll see a story. So when we take a break, at the bottom of the hour, Yes, I know we just got on, but I'm just making sure some additional sounds aren't. These going to be the Facebook stuff. Then we're going to fucking talk about what the whole core of the night was going to be about. And once you guys hear what happened, and once you guys read the story, you'll be like, "Wow, holy fuck!" It's unreal. But
you're going to let me rant? Hold on, let me get in my car.
No, hang on.
My GoPro on.
I was like, "What are you talking?" Oh, never mind. Now I got the joke. Oh man,
That's what we do. We veterans rant in the car, right?
Oh my God! Shots fired. Mic off. Shots fired. WTF Nation Radio.
Have a big bowl of fucking Vetflix, buddy.
Oh man, weaponized autism, brother. Weaponized.
He knows
autism.
who I'm talking about too. If he's listening.
Well, they're all doing it now. Now you don't know who's doing what. You can't really say. I mean, everybody's doing. I guess car rants. Everyone likes to,
because it's their safe space.
I guess, man.
Does that mean I get to scream like a little girl too in the middle of my rant?
Well,
no.
Some of us haven't, actually, some of us actually have become men, and our voices changed. So a lot of us here on WTF Nation Radio, we've been able to maintain a good. I think we've been able to maintain a good flow of ranting ourselves, but that seemed to be a technique that I'm not really comfortable with that. You know what I mean?
Crying like a bitch?
No, you're not. No, you're just sitting there screaming into a fucking can. I mean, we're screaming into the mic, so I guess it's different. I guess tomato, what floats your boat or whatever. It's the posted. If it's the story we're going to be talking about on the posted. It's posted pinned to the top of the main page. So not the radio page. U.S. Army WTF moments, because it's tonight. Sergeant's time talking about the stories here that are in the inbox of U.S. Army WTF moments from the admins of WTF moments and WTFNationRadio.com. Everything that's said here is purely the opinion of, expressly the opinion of. I'm just glad that the shit's fucking back on here. Fuck, that freak. And it was. I didn't want to say anything about Minx. I didn't want to say anything about how Minx was like, "Hey, just like make sure your sounds are okay." And I'm like, this is just it's not the update that you had. There's no fucking way it's my shit. My shit's good. And then the next thing you know, I'm like, oh fuck. So motherfucker. So hopefully you guys can hear the guys on the call. By the way, I haven't even asked you guys can you guys give me a thumbs up in the Mixer chat if you guys can hear me.
If you can hear Mike Golf,
yep,
press 1.
Yeah.
If you can hear Gray Cloud, prima.
Oh my god, bro. Fucking VA fucking flashbacks right now, dude.
I'm waiting. Para Gray Cloud, Macaruno.
It's like, if you want to donate to build the wall, I'm like, yeah. I'll wait for 8.
Exactly. You want to give me a reason to donate for fucking money for a wall? Then yes, let's do that. There you go. Okay, so I guess we're up. We can hear you guys too. So when we hit Facebook Live in about 15 minutes, we'll be able to rock it. So
that was 8.
8. That's what he said. Spanky's giving us the fucking thumbs up, front desk checks, and all that shit. So that's awesome. Good. Thanks. So yes.
If you'd like to talk to Mom, please press 9.
Yeah, exactly.
If you'd like to talk to Reg Leg, please hang up and call again.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, because she was like, "Hey, everything okay?" "Yep, I'm good. Shit's updating. It's be no big deal. As soon as it fires up, I was gonna throw some crazy memes out to say, 'Hey, I'm ready.' No problem." And then that's when, "Don't forget to set the settings." And I'm like, yeah, I should be good." And then the next thing you know, you're right. T-4 after the fucking update. And just fucking, because you don't think an update's gonna be that bad, but well, maybe I should just scream to a fucking camera on my truck and say, "Do you like it when your fucking Microsoft is all fucked up before fucking T-2?
Right. So there's a story that I found earlier today that I want some opinion on.
Yeah, go for it, man.
So you guys remember the sailor that was found hiding in the engine room, right?
Yes.
They finally charged him. The 2 charges that I'm seeing right now are dereliction of duty and abandoning his watch.
The Navy takes that shit seriously.
Yeah.
The Navy takes that type of they really do, because not realizing that when you're on a ship, everyone has a job on a ship, and just like those guys that had that frigate or that battle, that that fucking ship that ran, that fucking collided with that cargo container ship, and they lost 7 dudes, right? And there's just some things that in a ship, everyone's job, there's a specific job on a ship that you have to do. And if you don't fucking do it, like damage control and all that, I mean, that's what I'm saying. That one sailor closed himself in the fucking hatch to save his fucking buddies, but,
Yep.
So it's one of the things that...
Let's see here. So everything's going to fall under, looks like, a violation of Article 92. Carry a maximum punishment bat. Big chicken dinner.
Yes.
Forfeiture of all paying allowances and confinement for 6 months.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Big chicken dinner, kids, is, nation, is the bad conduct a discharge. That means you are not going to get any of your benefits, and it's just blam. Shit. That's why they call it a big chicken dinner. Back in the day, we had Charlie's Chicken Farm, so it wasn't an issue. Charlie's Chicken Farm is the correctional confinement facility that every major post had. Fort Hood, Fort Bragg, Mannheim still has it. Fort Campbell. They're like mini jails, and you did not have to. The Marines still have them though, the stockades and the brig and all this shit. They still have them, and so I've done that. I have sent Joes to Charlie's Chicken Farm, and they've come back born again hard. They've come back fucking straight. They may have lost a couple ranks as Joes, but they told me that they better have lost. It was best that they had lost that rank when they were Joes rather than when they were NCOs, because it jerked them out on what the military really is. The military...
I remember back...
Yeah, go ahead.
I remember back in the day, we used to send our buffers to Charlie's Chicken Farm to get repaired.
Yeah. Yep. Or your lawnmowers. If you needed sandbags filled, you pulled up your fucking... I want to date myself. Your deuce and a half or your gamma goat up to the... Yes, I said that. To the fucking Charlie's Chicken Farm, you back it up, and there's usually some fucking angry fucking looking MP there, and then they'll sit there and, what are you here for? And you're like, sandbags. And then the next thing you know, you just see sandbags flying in the back of your fucking truck until you say stop, and that's used to do it.
Pretty awesome.
Yeah, I mean that is what I think we should go back to kind of bring back the core. The inner core of the military, I guess you did say, because then what it was easy was exactly that, Spanx. Pre-trial confinement. So if you didn't have to worry about, like, if someone was suicidal, Charlie's Chicken Farm. You had somebody who was busted up in Article 15 and was awaiting a court-martial, Charlie's Chicken Farm. You can do pre-trial confinement and send somebody to the fucking stockade, and then you were good to go, and you didn't have to worry about it. I mean, that was kind of like, they have correction NCOs, sergeants, MPs. ICE loves MPs. And they were the ones that were guarding the Joes. They were like the ultimate in fucking shit detail supervisors. You know what I mean? And that was the heat. That was the way to do it. As a matter of fact,
Boy, look at all the fun Mud Puppy missed out on.
I know, dude. Mud Puppy, you could have fucking been, if you can't make a good NCO, you have one field grade Article 15. Everyone says that too. You've not served as an NCO, or you've not been a Joe until you've ever received a Article 15. Well, I guess a company grade. I don't want to say a field grade. At least if you've been busted. I mean, I would say that, because it goes to the generation of what type of punishment you'll get. No, Facebook Live is not up yet.
So here's an interesting aspect of this. Again, this goes back to that whole discussion we had when I first came on, taking the army that we have right now with us to war and being about them with their discipline and whatnot. So soldiers fuck up. They want to start a paper, the command, their first thing the command wants to do is start a paper trail. That's the solution now to everything. Paper trail, paper trail, paper trail. Rather than trying to build an individual up, make them a good soldier, reinstill that discipline that they should have had coming out of basic training in AIT. If we brought back something like Charlie's Chicken Farm, i.e. if they fuck up, if they're late for a formation order, fucking send them over there for fucking 3 days to fill sandbags for 8 hours in a day. Send them over there to bust up rocks. Send them over there to fix shit where it's nothing but hard labor and they're constantly working.
Oh, I forgot about the rock busters.
So, because let's be real, if you are in a garrison environment and you are an infantry company or a cav company or whatever it is, somebody who a high density MOS that is not engaged every day, what are you doing in the garrison?
Yeah, I was about to say, we do non-poke stuff. You said cav, so that's why I started busting laughing, man. Sorry.
So, but seriously, what are they doing all day? Fucking nothing. Sitting around.
They usually are sitting around the team room. Yeah, they're in the team room cleaning weapons or whatever, or spending time. And this one, another thing too. I think when soldiers see the, and I'm pretty sure my golf, you can attest to this too. And then you too, Great Claw. I have a saber, so I'll break balls. Yes, I have been caveman too. Motor pool sucks. Everybody hates the fucking motor pool.
Holy fuck, yes.
If you see fucking tanks and you're seeing Brads and you're seeing 113s and you're seeing Paladins and you're seeing all these MLRSs and also you're like, yeah, fuck yeah, rock on, that's Army, raw, right? You're fucking yeah. What you don't see is that when, like that 10, 15 minute snippet of video that you're watching, there are hours in the fucking motor pool before and after that event. I think it was when I was in 1st Armored Division, I was more qualified in wash rack operations than I was with the vehicle that I was assigned to. I swear.
I remember watching that stupid fucking MOS video when they convinced me to be a tanker of the tank jumping the berm.
Yes.
What they didn't tell me was immediately after that thing landed, it was a hangar queen for the next 2 years.
Yep. Exactly.
What are you talking about? They can do that all the time.
Oh no, I don't. What? What's it?
Torsion
bars? Yeah, I was about to say.
Blown out idler wheels.
No, that's all made up.
Oh no, bro! I've been there. I pulled that shit out and replaced it. It was hard times, baby, hard times.
And you just had Leatherman. Leathermans just first came out, and you had the old Leathermans that broke the tips.
And it was fuck. There was only one Leatherman per platoon, and it was a sensitive item.
Tankers lead the way.
So I'd say
tankers lead the way to the fucking motor pool.
While we're talking about motor pools, when I was at Carson, it was called the Banana Belt. Okay, so basically it was the main drag that ran up and down the post, and it was lined with all the motor pools. And you could tell when it was maintenance there or whatever for the track vehicles, because some of us were out doing PT, and all you would do was inhale fucking exhaust up and down the fucking Banana Belt, because everybody who had a tank or a Brad or a 113 was firing it up for motor stables that morning.
Yep. Or you knew which one didn't get fired up a lot because you see the big old black smoke and the fucking cloud of death coming down the road. Yeah. I remember back in the day, just I don't know, when the 2nd Armored Division was at Fort Hood. Hell on wheels. The M88s. I think like those guys were purposely driving in front of PT formations and hitting the gas. Or parking next to it, because I would remember when I was a Joe running at fucking along that fucking shit, the motor pool area and near the Soldiers Dome. I don't know what they fucking call it now. But they were fucking, you know, so
it's SRP site now.
What's that now?
It's an SRP site now.
What, the Soldiers Dome?
Yeah, the Sports Dome.
Really?
It's SRP site now.
Yeah. It is.
Wow.
And it
used to be
the SRP site for a while.
I'm old, but it used to be the sports. It used to be the Sports Dome. Then it was the Soldiers Dome, and then it was like the It was like the shit place. It was a cool place to hang out.
Yeah, they closed it down because that's where I'm. Yeah, they closed it down because that's where I met my ex-husband.
Ah, so we can blame your ex-husband for causing the closure of a good sports bar.
Yes. Yep, that's exactly
Is that why they closed it down?
That's exactly why they closed it down.
It was a good place to hang out because and that's when the sports bar kick started happening, and everyone was like getting these new renovated sports bars. I remember they had a fucking boxing ring in the middle of the goddamn place, and MWR was like up in its game trying to compete with the bars outside because they want you to get DUIs on post as opposed to off post, and yeah, exactly. Used to go there to watch pay-per-view wrestling events when it was WWF, not fucking WWE. Exactly, Doc. Fuck yeah, dude. You know what I'm talking about. Yes, I'm old enough to have been in 2AD.
Fucking Nacho Libre over there. I like the stretchy pants.
I like the stretchy pants. Ándale pues. Mira. Yes, Hot Wings Bar, Jesters and Grill. Remember that place? I used to ride my motorcycle out there. The MPs used to go on the Brown Range Road when we used to ride our bikes and try to get you. So, but yeah, man, fucking, like you said, it was some of the things that you've had and experiences that could have been corrected with the soldiers. I mean, now, like you said, it's paperwork. Well, no, now it's not paperwork. Now you have to, I think when a soldier gets in trouble or gets pissed off or disrespects an NCO, the NCO, immediately, I think there's like sports, slap the soldier a fucking fidget spinner, pull him around the corner, observe.
Yeah, dude, you can't just write him paperwork.
Yeah, exactly. You got to help him out. Exactly. You have to walk them his way through. You have to help him adult.
No, because if you help them adult too much, you'll get a relief for cause. Ask me how I know that.
Yes, indeed, we know about that stuff. I've tried to stay out of the soldiers' business when it comes to a lot of shit. But yeah, it's just one of those fucking things that I'm telling you, Doc, a 4856 nowadays just doesn't fucking do it, man.
Fuck that, dude. I don't fucking paperwork. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Like,
I know.
Like, if somebody fucking counseled me with paperwork, I'd be like, dude, are you a bitch? What the fuck is wrong with you? You got a beef? Let's go to the fucking gym.
Yep.
Like,
I think. Yep. No,
it's like paperwork.
Yep.
I tried that and got told on.
Yeah. No, I had awesome. No, it was when I was a platoon sergeant and the Army Combatives thing got a big, was a big thing back in the day when Army Combat, because everyone wanted to try to be like tap out and shit like that in MMA. Everyone was wearing Affliction t-shirts and stuff. It was like that. So every platoon was signed out a Combatives kit. So I was platoon sergeant. I'm like, and I heard there was some beef. Fuck yeah, dude, let's sign out that fucking Combatives kit and let's quote unquote train.
And it stayed there.
Bro, our Combatives kit was like full fucking combat equipment in a fucking mat.
Yeah.
But so again, we're all cut from the same cloth. So if there was beef and you guys were not to do training, combatives training, right? Okay. It went out there, you to the field or the mat or wherever it was, and it was just the platoon.
Yep.
And everybody got their shit out and off their chest, and that was the end of it. And
and if there was more, like, dude, and I just want to add on that, like, it's leadership's responsibility to be fucking aware of any kind of beef going on in there, like with your dudes. Like our team sergeant knew, like, where people were fucking. I understand that that's a much smaller element than a platoon, right? But still, like, he would fucking pair us up. I mean, it wasn't based on fucking size or anything. It was like, all right, fucking, there was one dude that was always sick of my fucking mouth. And he got a chance to beat the fuck out of me.
Do tell.
Once a week. I mean, I am. And I mean,
go on.
like, he was fucking, I'm a fucking skinny dude, man. And this dude was like fucking giant. And he beat the shit out of me every fucking week. And I mean, I'm not going to fucking stop talking shit, but I mean, but still, it was a good venting mechanism for him. And I mean, I never had a beef over it. Like, I was actually kind of like glad that happened, because I can't really stop myself from talking shit. And I know that I get annoying, but I just can't fucking stop. So to me, it was kind of a relief that I would be like, the guy would be able to take out his frustration instead of like holding a grudge and then fucking me over when the shit fucking actually like.
Exactly. I was about to say that actually doesn't, you don't allow any ill will to your teammates because they're fucking, you know, because you're fucking dealing with them and shit. You know what I mean? You're dealing at the lowest level. So
yeah,
but now they call it hazing.
Yeah, now I was about to say, well, I don't know. Combatives kit, Sarnes, if you got a fucking combatives kit and you got some beef, I've invited several younger platoon sergeants that you know, fucking decided to say, hey, you know, I don't like you, Ice, and well, here you go. Floor's open if you wish to discuss. And I've taken a couple tags to the fucking face before, but then they've also realized that I'm also, you know, well, with half of your fucking feeling of your body being fucking gone, you can take a couple hits. So fucking, I would, you know, I can hang with the youngins, and they were, if anything else, it was a mutual respect between each other, like you were just saying, Doc. You were able to fucking get it out. You released some stress. You vented that shit out, and it didn't carry over into the job. You know what I mean? It just like personality.
Yeah, you're not waiting to fucking like leave the guy high and dry on a fucking objective.
Yeah, exactly.
Just because you got a fucking beef with him, it keeps that shit fucking separated, and it gives it a fucking. And I fucking get it, man. Like, that shit's like verboten in the fucking army.
Yeah, you can't say that now. So I mean, you can't do that now.
Like, find a way to do it, man. Like, it's a legitimate fucking concern.
Yep. Well, hey, we're going to take a bottom of the hour break. Yes, we're going to take a break so that way we can set up Facebook Live and we can get everybody listening on this shit, because some of the shit is going to be, you know, it's going to be pretty hot topic stuff. We're not going to talk about some of the stuff going on in the civilian world. We know what's going on. We know that's tomorrow. That's tomorrow's stuff. We'll talk about it a little bit. We got a lot of stuff we need to talk about tonight for main page update stuff and fucking Sergeant's time. So we'll get to that stuff tomorrow because I'll be hosting Friday Night Freedom. So yes, everyone stand by. Everyone get some shots and chill out on this Thursday, and we'll try to get some more fucking music back on here. And so shots.
Warning shots.
Is that actually a picture of the Antichrist crying? I like it. It's tasty.
Good evening, boys and girls. This is Tim Kennedy. I'm a Special Forces sniper, a Ranger qualified Green Beret, a UFC fighter. Please listen to us and the shenanigans that we're going to say. We will insult you. There will be racial slurs. We will be sexist. We will offend you. But there will be magic, and a unicorn will be raped. So enjoy the show. Thank you for listening. On.
I suggest we use it. The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio. I find your lack of faith.
WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects near are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep them in a cool, dark place. And
please enjoy the show.
Shots. Welcome back. Had to take a break doing some more sound checks, fucking around with the damn sound bites and all that stuff. Welcome back to WTF Nation Radio's 20th. God, it's already 20 fucking July 2017 Sergeant's time. Damn, dude. Time is fucking flying by. I don't know what the fucking. Fuck. It's already gonna come August and shit. Then what? End of the year. Ooh, man. Damn. So. Anywho, go ahead, Mike Golf. The floor is yours, brother. What do you want to talk about?
You sure? I'm not in my car. I can't rant without being in my car.
Oh man.
So here's what I was thinking about, and correct me if I'm wrong. As a leader, social media and U.S. Army WTF Moments, and of course this is my opinion, it doesn't reflect on WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments, but as a leader, social media and specifically U.S. Army WTF Moments is not a substitute for leadership. If you see a soldier that is fucked up, make the correction. If the soldier tells you to fuck off, gives you the bird, and starts to walk away, sure, take a picture, send it to us. We'll blast it out and embarrass him. It's or her. It's one of those things where it's an escalation of force. If you're gonna make a correction, the first fucking thing you do is identify yourself. I can't tell you how many times in the Army and in the civilian sector I've been corrected by somebody I didn't know who the fuck they were. Hey, you need to get a haircut. Well, who the fuck are you? Well, I'm Sergeant Major so-and-so. Roger, Sergeant Major. And it's even worse in the civilian sector. You know, working at a retail job, the district manager comes in. Hey, you need to fix this. Who are you? I'm the district manager. Okay. Would have been nice to know first before you started making corrections, because all I see you coming in the door is a consumer. If you're going to make a correction, identify yourself, and don't use social media as a substitute for excellent leadership. Remember your NCO creed. That's my rant.
Oh man, I was expecting to hear some screeching and autistic vibrations and fucking watching you shake you shake like Michael J. Fox.
Social media is not a substitute for leadership.
Yeah, but you know we can't control that shit. Going back with the soldiers were Charlie Chicken Farm. Remember we're talking about the Charlie Chicken Farm aspect of it.
Yeah.
You have Charlie's Chicken Farm for a reason, right? It's there. It was there for a reason and all that. So now, soldiers feared that. Soldiers have nothing to be feared of now. I'm not saying soldiers should fear you as a leader, but soldiers know that there's now no consequences other than you taking their lunch away or making them work late.
Or making them sign a piece of paper.
They're making them sign a piece of
That's
paper.
fucking stupid, man. Like
exactly.
That kind of punishment to make them fucking work late. That's fucking retarded, man. Fucking retarded. That's not a punishment. That's fucking idiocy.
Well, yeah, because and I'm saying, aside from bringing back the good old days of Charlie Chicken Farm, which you can't fucking do, ain't nobody's gonna fucking do that. Which you can't.
But making them work late in certain situations and instances is absolutely acceptable. Look, I gave you a task, I gave you a deadline to accomplish said task, and you failed. So now we're going to stay after duty hours to accomplish this task.
No, dude, that should not be a punishment. That should be the fucking SOP. Like,
yeah, you're talking about retrain, train, and retrain.
Get your shit done, period.
Yep.
Fucking no deviation. Like, you don't go home at 1600 if you're a fucking sloppy piece of shit. Like, do your fucking shit. Punishment is, and I personally don't think that fucking shit that's like job specific training, it shouldn't be punishment. That should be fucking training. That should be the shit that you teach your subordinates to fucking love, dude.
Yeah, you're teaching them the standard and you're retraining the standard if they get it wrong for survivability reasons. Not because you're being a dick about it. It's because that's how they survive.
It's positive, like that. Like, you're gonna create fucking dudes that are NCOs that fucking hate their job. They're gonna fucking spoil the whole fucking like everybody, you know.
Yeah.
Like I had squad leader, section sergeant in sniper section. This guy fucking took us out to the woods on the weekends and shit to practice stalking. And it wasn't a fucking punishment. It was like, yo, dude, like, if you don't enjoy it, please, by all means, go back to the line company where you get to fucking jerk off trannies and fucking quadriplegics on the weekend, you know?
Oh, like, I love bear stories, but go ahead.
But I'm just saying, like, we fucking, the people that ended up staying in the section, we fucking loved it, dude. We didn't complain about it. That's like what we fucking did.
Exactly.
You know?
Cameron's got a good point. It doesn't matter about general military authority. If it's your general military authority, then that's it. It doesn't, regardless what rank it is. If you're being corrected, you're being corrected, and you know it's wrong. Good job, Cameron. That's right. But no, you're.
I was specifically referring to somebody that's not in uniform. If you see the rank, then fucking okay, all bets are off. You just do what that sergeant first class or major first sergeant, whoever that outranks you,
you're talking
tells
about.
you to do.
So you're talking about somebody walking around with his.
Necessarily.
Well, you're talking about somebody who's correcting you who is not in the military, right? Is that what you're saying?
No, he's saying like somebody in civies is fucked up, like being racist, right? And you don't know what their fucking rank is. Commonly, it's on fucking social media or whatever that they're in the military, but they're fucking not in uniform, or you don't visibly see their fucking rank. I'm speaking for you. Correct me if I'm wrong. I got overzealous.
Would you go overzealous? No, come on, please. No, I get what you're saying though. Look, when somebody, you're right. If someone's in civilian clothes, they kind of have to identify it. You're right. Because it could be anybody. You know what I mean? It could be like somebody who's stolen valor or some shit, walking up to you and telling you.
It doesn't matter, bro.
No,
it doesn't matter if they're in uniform or fucking like if somebody is. It doesn't fucking matter, man.
No. What I'm saying though is we're talking about being corrected.
Shit.
No, but if we're talking about being corrected.
Yeah,
I mean, it should not be social media. Should not be it. Should the end all be all. Let's go ahead and talk about one of the main page posts of the African American female who had a bun on the back of her head that you couldn't tell which was her head.
Oh my fucking god!
There you go, triggered. See, knew it.
Do you get this right? So I talked to the fucking kid after it was posted and shit, and yeah, it's a fucking guard unit. So like, let's get the fucking nasty girl fucking jerk off shit out of the way, But because like, I was a fucking nasty girl, dude. Like, I can't take that shit seriously. But still, if you want to play Army, during the time that you play Army, there's fucking rules. This isn't NAM.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
And so this bitch fucking tells him she doesn't know who. Like, of course, rumor mill starts flying. People start accusing him of fucking sending it in. And I'm like, bro, like, first of all, you could fucking straight up tell him, like, yeah, you're fucking wrong. But his leadership is, from what I gathered, is completely ate the fuck up. And, not fucking supporting him or enforcing the fucking rules. So I said, like, dude, there's absolutely no fucking proof that you did fucking anything. Not that it was wrong in the first place. And then this bitch she tells him, oh, I know it was you. And next month, my boyfriend's going to kick your ass. I'm like, does his dick touch his ass? Like, what's the problem here?
My biggest thing is that people were saying that we were picking on this individual. Okay, look, I'm going to tell you something right now. There was a panel, all right, for AR and DAPAM 670-1 of women that went, the Sergeant Major of the Army. This is when he rescinded the tattoo thing. This is when he rescinded all that fucking stuff that happened. You guys remember when the exalted leader of leadership of Sergeant Major of the Army, Chandler, made everybody, which was damn near fucking almost criminal, took all soldiers' tattoos and made everybody take pictures of them and upload them to HRC in iPerms. Now, what kind of fucking Nazi shit is that? It's a fucking about tattoos. So if you already had tattoos, soldiers are being forced to have their shit fucking documented. Sergeant Major of the Army Daily, all hell be a daily, comes in and says, hey, what's going on, guys? At an NCO call, and I think it was like in fucking JBLM or something like that. And what's up with the tattoo stuff? And well, soldiers stood up. Hey, what about the tattoo stuff? Sergeant Major of the Army says, there's a tattoo issue, and of course, robble. You know what I mean? And everyone gets all fucking, he's like, I didn't know that was an issue. Well, what was the standard? You can't have this, you can't have that. He's like, oh, really? Okay. All right, well, that's fixed. Next, we'll fucking bring tattoos back. You can't have them from the neck up and the wrist down. There you go. Next. What's the issue? So, the same thing went for female hairstyles, because I, as a first sergeant or a platoon sergeant or section sergeant, whatever, or just making a correction, I don't know what is right for females because, males is easy. Can't do this, can't do that, can't touch this, can't touch that, can't look like this, can't look like that. Easy stuff for the guys, right? Females cannot be looking like this with excess of bulk of that with a round of this and make sure it's not like that. And I don't know. The way I see it, if the shit's fucking short and it's up and okay, then fine. If she wants to have fucking cornrows or braids or whatever and it looks professional and it's tight and whatever, I don't fucking know. So it wasn't until Sergeant of the Army did another panel to include African American females. Everybody was talking about how these females were modeled to take the fucking pictures. No, these were the females that this panel grabbed from HRC and took pictures of them and say, hey, you come over here, you and you and you and you with unauthorized hairstyles. And took pictures of them and fucking laid them up. And says, this is unapproved. So this panel of female soldiers, to include African women, Latinas, white chicks, and all that stuff, to include Asians, they all sat down on this panel and all agreed that this was the standard for women of ethnicity, women with thin hair, thick hair, long hair, short hair, whatever, what's going to be like, what excesses. Well, that everyone agreed that this was the issue of, okay, cool. We finally have decided to make it a punitive administrative article with DA PAM and AR 670-1. It went out, fielded to the force, and then the next thing you know, that is posted on the fucking main page, and there was so much shit about it. Sorry, that is in clear, flagrant fucking violation. It doesn't matter. And then, of course, you know, we got accused of only singling out African-American females, which is not the case. If you looked at our barracks cuts editions, that one weekend we had guys that it must have been I don't know what unit it was, but there must have been I'd say what, I think wives, hey, Army wives, I'm just breaking balls, but you know, this is what I'm saying. Learn how to fucking cut hair. Otherwise, don't touch your man's fucking hair before they go to work. Because,
especially if they're black.
Black, white, or doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, but you have seen females that have cut their husband's hair so fucking bad and it ends up on the main page and everyone's like, that's fucking funny as shit. Post a 5.5 foot in diameter radius fucking bun in the back of a woman's head, and the next thing you know,
shit looked like a fucking tumor.
It looked like a basketball or a fucking, it looked like someone got a beach ball and wrapped it in fucking hair and then attempted to, you know, whatever.
I know shit thought it was Rocky from Mask.
It's funny how the chat is talking about one thing and you're all talking about another. No, we're reading the chat. We're following the chat. But it's because we have to keep the conversation moving and we just can't jump into and, you know, become the fidget spinning attention deficit disorder fucking way of you know, doing dialogue on radio. We have to keep it going on a subject. Otherwise, it sounds like we've been going hair, tattoos, 670-1. I have to set up story dialogue and then bam, move the story along so that way you, the WTF Nation, can understand what the fuck I'm talking about. So then you're right. That's when you fucking correct them. You correct them. Hey, your hair's jacked up. I appreciate it, Sarn. Thank you.
Yeah, your go-to, that goes back to my original point. Your go-to is not social media. Not,
yeah.
Hey, look at that fucked up uniform or hairstyle over there. Take a picture and send it in.
Correct.
And we'll
no,
just
you're right.
them.
No, you're right. Wait. But what should have happened is that soldier, the moment that soldier showed up to the first fucking formation, that supervisor, her sergeant, her commander, her first sergeant should have said, damn, no, you are either going to go home and unfuck that shit, or you're going to go ahead and I'm gonna dock your shit. That's easy stuff right there. It's a first sergeant commander. You're the platoon sergeant. You're the first step. So that way that soldier does not go out into the public to have a picture like that taken. Because if you go out and you disregard and you're being flagrant about it, then guess what? Fucking see ya. We'll see you on the main page.
So I had a Joe showed up while I was stationed at a location. Technically, he was still on leave from overseas, so they arrived a day early. And they wanted to touch base with the first sergeant commander, let him know that they're there. He showed up with shaggy ass hair in a t-shirt, holy jeans, sneakers, and unshaved. Not like, oh, maybe he just got off the flight and showed up. This is like 3 or 4 days worth of growth on a young
low
fella.
regs, low life.
And commander threw him out of his fucking office. old first sergeant in there. Proceeded to tear into first sergeant. Wanted to know why his new soldiers are out of regulation. They signed in. First sergeant proceeded to smoke them. Told them to go fix their shit in the locker room and report back to the commander.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
One of those other
Jim
was chapter shortly thereafter.
Yeah, well, I mean, look, you're right. Facebook live chat says, Jim, service members will always push the limits. You're right, they do. So just like kids, everyone says, "Oh, you don't treat the soldiers like, you don't treat me like a kid because I'm a grown up." So then why do you have 50 fucking empty dip cans in your goddamn wall locker?
Quit acting like a fucking kid.
Are you fucking kidding me? Why?
Exactly. Well, you get what I'm saying.
Is that a fucking... Is that illegal now?
Yeah. No, my point...
I would accept it's a point of pride and I'm keeping score, so...
Okay. Well, you get what I'm saying, though. But I really don't have an issue with a soldier if I walk in there, make the correction. Hey, man, you're fucked up on this. You need to fucking correct that. Come back here, and I'm going to come back, and then you're going to get checked out. Roger, first sergeant. All right, see ya. After I do my room inspections, and then Joe's think I forget. And then come Thursday, right before a fucking, a 4-day weekend, 3-day weekend, what have you, I'll tell the platoon sergeant, say, hey, platoon sergeants, shoot out the group text, see y'all in the fucking barracks. And they're like, oh, fuck. And the next thing you know, you see people scrambling. I walk into the fucking hallway, and I'm just watching. I just sit back and watch. And then I go straight to the guys' rooms. Because, if the Joes, because that's their fucking home, dude. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to go fuck with them. So if the Joes had a good fucking room and they're squared away, I'm not going to fuck with them. It's the guys that I walk in there. And, like he's got a fucking, a bag of fucking produce rotting in the goddamn fucking corner, then, yeah, of course I'm going to fucking come back. So I go back and check the offenders, and some of them comply, and some of them don't. Well, when they fucking don't comply, I'll say, have a good weekend. I'll see you at 0500 for first sergeant's detail on Monday. And, I did first sergeant's detail for about 2 months, and it kind of weaned off. But, like you were saying about paper, didn't have to put shit on paper. The soldiers knew that, oh shit, because their platoon sergeants had to be there with them. So, first sergeant detail could have been anything. Could have been like, fuck, I need to move that fucking gazebo. I need some dudes to fucking lift that thing up and move the gazebo, and I don't know, do some fucking trim work, or, help me move, help me with the fucking chow when the guys are going to the field. Some stupid shit like that. But they would know, like you were saying, counselings doesn't do anything and follows you. Who said that in the fucking Facebook live chat? A muscle memory repetition of a lesson, like Doc Madness says, also will follow you, because you will know via muscle memory. Then that's it. Exactly that, Brian. You have sergeants going in there. I, as the first sergeant, should not be going in there daily. That's why I got sergeants for. Squad leaders, team leaders, platoon sergeants. As a first sergeant, just won't have to worry about it. And I trust my first sergeant. I trust my platoon sergeants when they say, "Hey, Top, we're good to go, man. This Joe's good to go, blah, 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 blah." And, everyone's talking about, some of the old guys, or I should say some of the first sergeants that try to be all Mr. fucking, well, you need to go over there and do this. I'll be honest with you, I love fucking smartphones. As an old NCO, I fucking love it. Hey, give me the status of the fucking room. And a platoon sergeant will go, pling, in my fucking phone. I'm like, yes, good. All right.
You don't even have to be in the room.
I don't even have to be in the fucking room. And that's it. No, I tell them to turn on that soldier's computer, and then they go bling, and they walk in there and they Facebook Live. All right, first sergeant, we're in here in this room, and they're I fucking love it, dude. I fucking love it. and I said, okay, guys, you guys are fucking released, because you have to. Here's another thing too, as leaders though, and that you were saying we're all cut from the same cloth. We also have to evolve with our soldiers. Some of the shit that we thought was good for our soldiers to go and hang out and do, that we think because we are thinking that's what's good for our soldiers, for us to do, then it's different. You know what I mean? I like to fucking, do shit different than what a fucking 20-year-old kid wants to do. So you got to kind of fucking evolve with it.
But did you ever get joy of walking in there and watching Joes scramble and then falling and busting their ass as they try to correct their deficiencies before you fucking smoked them?
Well, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't say I would take joy out of it, because you got to remember, I want a 4-day weekend too, goddammit. So, I walk in there, I'm like, okay, let's see what the fuck's going on. And then it's funny because it's usually soldiers from other units that are visiting my soldiers in the barracks. They go, my God, it's fucking First Sergeant Ice! And they're all fucking running around and shit. And then the next thing you know, I hear him, well, tell him to fucking, is he fucking really out there? I'm not fucking doing, hey, First Sergeant. You were saying? Nothing, First Sergeant. I was just, talking to, specialist, blah, blah, blah. But, again, going back to that here on the main page post. Hey, look, man, that fucking individual should not have come out and even been left, like you said, Greg. Should not even left the fucking company area. And you're right, too, Mike Golf, about social media should not be the method to do it. It's hard to, it is, the discipline is kind of a problem. It's hard to talk about.
Not the primary method, not.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Like you said, escalated. But a lot of individuals think that what we do at U.S. Army WTF Moments and WTF Nation Radio is like fucking bad for the fucking Army, and it's really not. I mean, really don't fucking. I will say this: are there some things that I, even as an admin or a member of WTF Nation Radio, the WTF Nation Network, do I think that it's fucking kind of some of the shit that we post is kind of like, oh man, whatever. Sometimes, but then there are other things that are important to soldiers, like fucking revealing, I don't know, a GoFundMe page for their kid that's got something going on. How come you don't put in my GoFundMe for my uniforms? Because you're a fucking grown man. You know what I mean? We're not going to do that. Then
you get a clothing allowance.
Then you get a fucking exactly that. You lost him. Now if you lost your shit in a fucking fire or something like that, the main page can be, quite charitable in that aspect. But a lot of things that have been held down. I'm glad you brought that up about that Sergeant Major in Hawaii. Consistently telling her soldiers that she's not going to fucking do shit and is an oppressive leader. That's kind of like, I guess you would say, we're kind of in there. Initiatives abound, and people are discussion about making the main page like a fucking whistleblower protection site. Which, the Army would fucking go nuts if that fucking happened. And I would like, could you imagine?
Oh, what was the one guy said? It's a CCIR incident.
Yes. There's some units that commanders, critical information requirements, that if you are on social media and you post something, like something, dislike something, or mention something on U.S. Army WTF Moments, or
it's a CCIR.
It's a CCIR, dude. Not Al-Qaeda's. Not
warfighting.
Not warfighting. But because you posted something on WTF Nation Radio and U.S. Army WTF Moments for the world to see. I really don't fucking think it's a issue.
I think it's funny. You know what that means, right? Is there some units out there that have that CCIR requirement that have an individual whose sole task is to monitor our Facebook page and listen to the radio programs. We salute you, Mr. CCIR reporter.
So Brooke has a permanent position now.
Yeah, exactly. Dude, could you imagine that job?
Some poor schlep in the fucking S6.
Or the PAO office.
Oh, that one too.
Or some fucking sloth in the S1.
I'm telling on Specialist Bob for putting that on WTF Nation Radio.
Hey, on the flip side of that coin, with discipline, stop giving soldiers fucking AAMs for just doing their goddamn job too.
That doesn't happen.
That goes for Bronze Stars too.
Jesus fucking Christ, dude! I retired with 9 AAMs. I earned maybe 2 of them.
You earned every one of them.
You have been awarded everything that you deserve. When it comes to shit.
Yeah,
fucking,
you better fucking have that shit on your fucking uniform.
That's right.
And I'll be wearing that motherfucker August 5th too.
That's right. So we got fucking an earthquake in Greece and Turkey right now.
Really?
Good, fuck them.
Wow, dude.
Well, hang on. We were gonna expert action badge. That's right, badge of action. Let me see if I got that fucking stinger ready. I'll put that stinger on there. We haven't had expert action badge on here for a while.
See, that's what happens when you fucking disclose our troop locations.
Oh, that's one of the stories.
Syria.
That's what I was going to talk about.
Here we go. We fucking bring you earthquakes.
We have an earthquake machine.
We're a generous god.
Hold on, let me grab my tinfoil hat.
Oh man, I didn't even think about that.
Oh my god.
Yeah, fuck them, dude.
Yeah. So that was one of the stories that we were going to talk about, along with some other shit. We got a pretty packed story. Turkey revealed our troop locations in Syria, and pretty much fucking said, hey, whatever. So they said that we didn't leak that. Well, okay, whatever, dude. So they have fucking released all troop locations of our soldiers, special operations and conventional, in that area. And which, I don't discuss that, even though we're, you know what I mean? I'm not revealing any more information than what was happening, but the release of our soldiers in locations that we know it's not a conventional fight right now. Fuck you, Turkey. Can I say fuck you, Turkey, at least on fucking Mixer? They've openly criticized the administration and the Obama administration for fucking, relying on the battle against ISIS by using the Kurdish movement and the YPK, the YPG. And now, of course, Turkey's all butthurt, and then, we have assisted in the training of individuals to help us in that, but those individuals belong to a Kurdish group that the Turks don't like. The Turks don't like any fucking buddy anyways.
Hey,
So,
somebody start a petition the White House to change the name of turkey to chicken.
No, because, I like chickens. Besides, well, no, you can say that. So you can finally, we can choke our chicken. 2 U.S. bases in Syria have been revealed. And it's to the point where they revealed specifically 8 outposts and pointed signs. And they just said, hey, we just let's lead. I mean, it's just no big deal. It's just Kurdish people, right? That you're helping out. So that's got me fucking going on that shit, man. I just don't fucking believe that if somebody's supposed to be your fucking ally in the fucking country, then you don't release and disclose all the bases, especially if there are those type of individuals in that area, if you're an ally. Those motherfuckers tried to do some shit in fucking Incirlik Air Base when they had the fucking coup going on.
They weren't really our allies when we invaded Iraq. Can we stage in your country? No, not really.
No, can we go ahead and cut out from Diyarbakir, Turkey? No, you can't. No, Turkey. So yeah, so that's
put your air base here and spend your money, but no, you can't stage here.
Yeah, exactly. Man, fuck that. Fuck them. Yeah, exactly. Sorry, Turkey. Fuck Turkey.
Fuck Turkey.
Fuck Turkey. Exactly. We have used our earthquake gun, as Doc Madness would say, to put your tinfoil hat on.
Is it? Well, don't give it away. Is it an earthquake gun or an earthquake bomb?
I don't want to say. We just had our earthquake device. How about that?
Why should you watch the Steven Seagal movie Under Siege, Dark Territory?
Yeah.
And you'll know.
Weapons of Earth Destruction. So, anyways. So, on some more in military news, this is kind of, I don't want to say it's fucking funny, but it's kind of funny. The French chief of forces, like the chief of, he's like he's almost like he would be I guess you would say the chairman of the Joint Chiefs, or the whatever. He resigned because he said France is cutting too much out of the budget. And so he said, you know what, budget cuts, I'm fucking out. Done.
So he did the French thing and ran away instead of fighting.
Well, supposedly now he's, fucking said in a statement that financial constraints imposed by the Macron. That sounds like a Mexican profanity word. Ale pues, pinche Macron. But anyways.
That's like a dinner.
No, well, macaroni and cheese. No, it sounds like fucking like a Mexican, like a word in profanity, you'd say. Macron. Ándale pues, Macron.
Well, he did kind of fight. He posted a rant about it on social media, so
yeah. he sat in his Peugeot and fucking was screaming at a goddamn camera.
I'm going to change my profile picture.
In the current circumstances, I see myself no longer as able to guarantee the robust defense force I believe necessary to guarantee the protection of France and the French people. So you're going to diss them. That's cool. Today and tomorrow is to stand the aims of our country. According to Reuters, Macron de Bion had argued fiercely over the Macron's move to slash 850 million euros, which is about $1 billion, in defense spending. So he really said he was going to help out and assist, but then, he's going to go ahead and cut that back. And then, of course, POTUS says, the French aren't doing enough to support NATO, which it's kind of fucking true. They really don't help us out.
I thought the whole point of NATO was to support the French.
Well, let's rewind back into time. NATO, the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, was developed to fight the Warsaw Pact, which was in the event that after World War II, the Russians were to come screaming through the Fulda Gap. NATO was set up to protect the hapless Germans from being consumed by crazy Ivan, and the spread of communism was to be just, whatever, blah, 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 in Europe. So it really kind of didn't, the wall fell.
Right, but the Germans had the intestinal fortitude to at least fight and defend themselves. The next country on that list, France.
Yeah. No, I can't say too much about fucking France and yeah, whatever. The way I see it, I'm starting to realize now that it's because they said, "Oh, we'll help you through thick and thin." Unless there's Trump, then fuck, no, we're not going to help you. We have no reason to not want to help you, and we are America. We're not enemies of the American people, but we're not going to help you. We're not going to. No.
Je suis. Never mind.
Yeah, exactly. Bonjour. Fucking cheese-eating surrender monkeys. But anyways, fuck that, dude. No, I'm serious. If you're not gonna fucking help us out, then don't fucking help us out. Kiss my ass and fucking move the fuck out. Move out, draw fire, or in your case, run away from fire. You don't want to fucking help us out. That's the whole idea of being an ally is all about. No need to fucking get all stupid about shit. Just fucking help us out. Help us out. I'm really fucking tired of all this crap.
France is like that flaky guy you knew in high school. Can I borrow $5? Yeah, I got no, not really. I got these bills and hey, we're gonna go to the bar. You want to go with us? Sure. And then the night of the going out comes up and says, well, I gotta watch the cat.
No, he's the hype man, dude. France is like the hype man. They get all fucking pumped up and you want to fight and get ready to fight, and then when the fight happens, they expect you to fight for them.
Yeah.
So, what is it with you chicks?
That's a better analogy.
What is it with you chicks and fucking goats, man? No, I fucking deal with that stuff. So, exactly. Run from everything. No need to fucking do that shit. I mean, the way I fucking see it is that if you don't fucking want to help us out, then you're... Yeah. Wait, never mind. We'll get out of the treaty or whatever. I mean, we've already fucking pissed them off by getting out of this the Paris Climate Accords, which I don't know why it had to be done in fucking Paris anyways, but... If you want to fucking help us out, and see ya. We're done.
Bye.
Bye. So.
Bye, France.
Yeah. Bye. Bonjour, Felicia. So I guess right now there's a general who's all fucking going crazy and ranting and testified before Congress saying that advocated on Tuesday that need to keep ethical rules of war in place and we unleash on humanity with a set of robots that we don't know how to control. So
what?
Yeah, General Paul Silva was responding to a question from Senator Gary Peters, a Michigan Democrat, about his views about the DoD directive that requires a human operator to be kept in the decision-making process when it comes to taking human life by autonomous weapon system. Have you guys seen the new Samsung Terminator?
Skynet is online.
Have you seen that shit? Fucking
No.
Samsung. It's like Killbot, like that fucking that Killbot that fucking took out that dude, the fucking Dallas shooter. Well, I mean, it wasn't really a Killbot.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't really a Killbot. They just fucking put a damn block of C4 on the end of a fucking EOD robot.
Put it up there.
And blasted his fucking face in.
What a way to go, though.
Oh, to have a robot come rock up to you and then blast the thing of C4 right in front of you?
Think about that.
Yeah, and
you're that badass that they gotta roll in some C4 to kill you.
Well, I mean, they fucking. I mean, think about it. Though.
Boom,
It was also in a closed in area.
Good God, the concussive blast.
I was about to say, could you imagine that wave just being all concussed in like in a 5x5 area in that parking garage where he was near like a stairwell or something like that.
No, because the last thing going through your mind is your ass. So
at the bug on a windshield.
Not the front. I mean, if it's blasting in front of your, well, actually, you're right. I don't know. What will you see? Well, I mean, but anyways.
Well, the last thing. Okay, in that case, the last thing to go through your mind would be your face.
Yeah, I mean, how could you? I mean, damn. But anyways, so
the last thing you'd see is the back of your head.
So Samsung's got like a fucking Ed 209 from fucking like RoboCop. You remember that when we were fucking doing the Killbot thing? And it's of course sold to South Korea for armed sentries along the DMZ. So this fucking general is now fucking freaking out because the military trusts you with millions of dollars of equipment, but then when they get higher in rank, they don't fucking trust you anymore. So they said that I don't think it's reasonable for us to put robots in charge of whether or not we can take a human life. So this guy told.
Oh, look what happened in RoboCop.
Well, no, I mean, your move, creep. Fucking
drop the weapon. You have 10 seconds to comply.
Yeah, well, I mean, that was just beta testing. You know what I mean? Shit happens. Yeah. So he predicted that there was going to be a raucous fucking debate in the department whether or not we should take humans out of the decision of lethal action, which it's kind of like stupid because aren't some of the weapons and some of the munitions that we used, they are the ones that choose targets for us and then kill the targets, right? Isn't that how it fucking works? I mean,
this is everything that the DoD is doing with these robots, killbots, Ed 209s, whatever, directly violates Isaac Asimov's 3 directives of robotics.
Oh my God.
Wow.
And now the next thing this general is going to get up in front of Congress. You want to go cerebral for a minute here? The next thing, this guy's going to get up in front of Congress and say these robots have to pass the Alan Turing test before they can be put into production.
Well, I mean, my biggest thing is that, let's put it this way. Drone operators, okay? They fly the fucking drone to an area. They have a system, and this is where I was working before, and I had this elaborate discussion. I can't go into too much detail of it, because now I'm speaking like Greg Held now. I can't go into too much detail about it. But there are ways that once the system takes off, the human decision-making there's no human decision-making in it. The system does what it needs to do, and then the target is destroyed. So technically, when you think about it, the human decision factor has already been taken out. So I don't get what this fucking general is all upset about. He said that
the human decision factor is the decision to employ these weapon systems.
That's what I'm saying. Exactly that.
That's it.
Exactly that. And he's saying that he should be concerned because of the the use of autonomous weapons and all that. Even fucking what's his nuts? Fucking who's that dude? Stephen Hawking. Fucking and then what's his Elon Musk? We're talking about hey. We need to talk about this fucking autonomous weapons shit. Everyone really is worried about this Skynet stuff from happening. Meanwhile, Crazy Ivan has set up a damn no shit RoboCop fucking looking robot that actually fucking does shit, that actually will fucking engage a target. And it's almost in development, and it's going to be fucking used in the battlefield.
Pretty soon it's going to get to the point where, hey, we're at war. Really? When did that happen? Well, when the Russian robots and the South Korean robots got together.
Well, I could just imagine. No, it could just be. But just imagine though, the Russians will sell fucking anything to anybody. They want to make some money, man. They want to make them rubles. So what's going to happen? They're going to just like they do with the AK-47 or the fucking Kalashnikovs and stuff like that. You want to sell some shit and make some fucking money, and you're going to sell it to fucking anybody who's going to buy it. There's going to be some you're going to be out there on a patrol, and next thing you know, you're going to fucking get shot at. You're like, oh motherfucker. And then why is that dickhead just standing in the middle of the field shooting at me? And how come, my fucking 5.56 is not taking him down? Fucking Killbot, dude. They're not fucking around, dude.
The end is nigh.
Yeah, the end is... That's like the Terminator, man. You saw Terminator Salvation? Where fucking, that dude... what was that one dude? Marcus Wright. He's the fucking main character who thinks he's a fucking... Spoiler alert. He thinks he's fucking human, but he's actually using a fucking Terminator himself. and he's walking around fucking, Los Angeles, and it's all torn the fuck up, and he sees a dude walking, he's like, hey, hey, and next thing you know, it fucking opens up.
That's what I'm saying. That's the Turing test. Is having a robot convince everybody around him that he's a human.
Yeah, exactly that. So fucking then what? Then next thing you know, fucking Killbot's gonna fucking happen, and then everyone's gonna be like, oh well, there's gonna be some other fucking bullshit going on with that, and there's gonna be ethical treatment of robots. There's gonna be a group for that.
They'll start in California.
Oh god.
Probably at UC Berkeley.
The Killbot movement. So
robots are people too.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, what do we want? Robots. What do we want it now? But it doesn't fucking. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
No, I'm saying it doesn't matter. I mean, the human factor's already been taken out once you hit the switch, once you flick it on, once you turn it on.
Yeah, once Skynet goes online, you're fucked.
God, dude.
Here's the thing though on that. So let's say they employ these things up on the DMZ, right?
They already have.
And they're not.
No, they've already have the automated Samsung ones, the Samsung auto turrets or whatever it is, are on the DMZ right now.
Okay, so they have an algorithm for them to operate or whatever it is. And here's the big thing though: is what if somebody wanted to program it to just open fire?
Kind of like someone flips a switch or hacks it, and then all of a sudden it's just immediately, if it detects anything, it kills.
You could do that. You could do that to a person too if your human skills are good enough.
Well, hopefully it's right before they hit execute on that thing. It's run by Microsoft and does an update.
Wow. Okay.
I think I know where Gray Cloud's going with this, though.
No, you're right. No, you're right. I mean, several movies have and books have been made about this. What's going to happen when the enemy, fucking knows how to steals the keys and knows how to use our own weapons against us.
Yeah, North Korea is fucking on the top of the list of fucking cyber capable fucking nations in the world.
They just can't build shit good.
To include English.
Right. Jumping on that point, continuing with, what if North hacked them? Okay, got them to fire on their own country,
and then used it as a fucking media circus.
Oh yeah, you're talking about a red flag, or what's that? False flag. Yeah.
Oh, Rook, they fired on
Rook, praise, like they fired on praise. So, yeah.
South Korea wants a war.
They'll start rights for the mechs, exactly, Mike. For the mechs. But, yeah, I just kind of like thinking about that shit, too, because I saw that thing, and I was reading about that stuff, and they were talking about the autonomous weapons, and then some of the people that I know that work in those type of places, they said it's like literally around the corner where it's the artificial intelligence is that cognizant. I mean, just think about this, okay? The Javelin missile system, okay? That motherfucking missile itself, it's when it takes off right, because we got a lot of video of it fucking up all the time. When it finally takes off and leaves the fucking tube, it is a smart missile that will memorize and recognize the intricate lines of the target that you've inputted in the CLU. Once you snapped on that motherfucker, it's going to remember that information is going to go into the rocket, and then it's going to all the way to its target until it detonates. So in a way, it's already fucking happening. The autonomy of fucking certain weapon systems.
It's like the divorce that's gonna fucking happen when you marry a barracks rat. It's already happening.
You talking?
As soon as you say I do, it's over.
So you're saying that bitches are like fucking javelins?
That's literally what I was like. I spent like a good minute trying to fucking come up with an appropriate analogy.
Bitches love javelins.
Bitches are like javelins. Well, let's see. A javelin takes a picture of its target and continuously updates the computer as it moves. So it's literally taking thousands and thousands of pictures of images. Well, you know what? It's kind of like an argument that you can't fucking win with a wife, right? They always remember fucking something that happened.
Or all our fucking selfies on Instagram.
Yeah, exactly. Duck lips and shit. Let me fucking start on that. Luckily, this is fucking Sergeant's time, not the fucking Friday Night Freedom.
all their fucking mild bestiality filters and shit.
Oh my!
Fucking false advertisement,
dude.
Man. And then I'm the one that's the asshole for fucking making a fucking bestiality pass at a bitch. Jeez.
You were the one that put the dog face on, right?
I mean, why do you think I'm not on fucking Instagram anymore?
Okay, I that really is fucking annoying. I really can't.
You were
fucking
banned?
stand that.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, you were banned. Yeah, he was banned from Instagram. Somebody tried to test. Let's put it this way: somebody tried to test Doc Madness on their perversion scale, and Doc Madness won, and his account was deleted.
Bro, you don't challenge Doc Madness to gay chicken.
Yeah, no.
The missing dog and peanut butter meme.
Yes.
Fucking did it.
Well, the first one you did was your first meme that got everybody fucking crazy was the meme that you did when the kid got attacked by the alligator in Florida. And that was the infamous McDonald's meme or something like that. And dude, you want to talk about holy shit.
Fallout.
Oh my god! Did you even put that on the main page? I don't think we put that on the main page. I think we just laughed about it.
It was too much for the main page?
No,
Jesus,
no, because it's not military related. It's not an Army WTF. You know what I mean? It's got to be Army WTF. But fucking Doc, man, got in trouble from one of his many selves and fucking for posting that shit up. It's fucking. I think that's the worst. I mean, I've seen you do some crazy ones too, man. But anyways, yeah, so this general's fucking all pissed off and fucking thinking, or not pissed off, but he's all warning. He's scared. It's almost like you create something. It's almost like you getting a roid raging motherfucker that you wanted to have, and now you don't know how to control him, and now you don't want him anymore. It's like you training a pit bull to fucking be a fucking dog fighter and fight, but now all of a sudden you have the ass when it bites your hand. Fuck it. I mean, you just unleash that thing in the Badlands, dude. Tell everybody.
I got a fighting dog. Holy shit, this fighting dog is dangerous. It needs to be put down.
And everyone's like, oh, well, you know, let's
fighting dog lives matter.
Let's do poor pit bull. So, anyways, in other news, since the Army likes to release when everybody's fucking going everywhere, and it's all over the fucking net.
Climb to the top.
Climb to the top. 3rd Infantry, the 3rd Brigade of 10th Mountain. The 10th Mountain Division's going to Iraq. And
every time I fucking see that mountain tab, like I always I have that fucking meme with the almost Ranger tab.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, that's what I always fucking see when I fucking hear like 10th Mountain.
Well, I didn't know there was a specific tab for that shit either. So I mean, I guess that means that are they really in the fucking mountains though? I mean, do they really do mountain shit when they're fucking stationed at Polk? So anyways, they're announcing their...
Does fucking 101st really do airborne shit?
No, hell no. Fuck no and never. So anyways, you're trying to get me triggered. So this is a regular rotation of forces where soldiers from the 3rd Brigade will be replacing the 2nd Brigade combat team of the 82nd, speaking of airborne, in support of Operation Inherent Resolve. For those of you guys in the Mixer chat, Operation Inherent Resolve is the current fight against ISIS, or what we like to call them Daesh, because that's like calling them... That's like a name that's like more subhuman than you can ever give them. You call them that and they get all butthurt. So of course we're going to call them a name that is whatever. So 3rd Brigade will be the 1st brigade size unit to deploy under the Associated Units pilot program because you would like to test shit out. The 3rd Brigade has also served with the 36th Infantry Division of the Texas National Guard. They don't wear 10th Mountain patches, do they? They wear the 36T, right? They wear that little weird arrowhead or something like that. So the significant impact that we're making as a division across state lines, oceans, and international borders with the enhanced integration of active reserve components, we're building a better and stronger team that will enable us to fight our nation's wars. Ready to fight tonight. We wish the 3rd Brigade well and safe return with their families, said Major General S. Lee Henry, Commanding General of the 36th Infantry Division, Texas Army National Guard. During the last several months, the Patriots have worked hard and completed multiple training events to include, let me guess, a Joint Readiness Training Center rotation, JRTC, in preparation for this important mission. Extremely confident and proud of the 3rd Brigade combat team. So I guess now they have this associated unit pilots thing. So they give, I guess they give the guard an active duty unit or some shit, and then they're good to go. But say good luck to you guys, man. You guys are gonna be deploying in the fucking fall. You know, keep your head down. Keep shooting them until they're not moving anymore, or they're a red mist. What else? What other advice we can give? Make sure you get enough
ISIS
frags.
in the mist.
Make sure you get enough frags. Do you even army, bro? Ready to fight tonight. Oh man, yeah, man, that kind of sucks. I mean, could you imagine being you're already stationed at fucking Fort Polk, and then you're gonna go to fucking deploy to fucking to Iraq? So,
talk about jumping out of the frying pan and into the fire. Holy shit!
Yeah, no, dude. They do.
This
have
place sucks. Hold my beer. Watch this.
Yeah, exactly. Actually, I honestly think that there will be. I don't know. I'd rather go to Iraq though than go to JRTC.
I never had the pleasure of going to JRTC, so Iraq wasn't that bad.
Well, that's because
take Rick and JRTC.
Yeah, I was about to say tanks.
Anybody want some tanks?
I got some tanks.
Hey, can you put a tank in here?
No, you can't. Tanks don't work very well at JRTC. Something about swamps and gators and.
Well, fuck! They put them at Fort Stewart.
Whoa! Fort Polk was just 2 ACR. Oh no! No. It's no longer ACR, man. 2 ACR? What the hell is that?
CR.
It's now 2 SCR, Doc. 2 SCR. That means instead of armored vehicles and stuff like that, they have strikers now. We use strikers.
They have that 8-wheel monstrosity that Shinseki came up with when he was high.
Yeah.
Wheels on a striker go round and round.
Yeah, you trying to do
Dude, we fucking... I was in a striker unit.
Why would you admit that?
We were all serious as shit. Did you just get the joke or something, Doc?
No, I'm just fucking throwing it out there. Like, it's
Yeah.
not a tank, but we fucked like a lot of people in strikers, man.
How many wheels did you have to change?
Yeah, I'm about to say, don't they have run flats or something like that?
Yeah, they do, but I mean, fun story or fun little thing about the run flats. We fucking we weren't able to fucking like recover. We didn't have like records and shit. This is like invasion of Iraq, right? So after the insurgency started, we had one of our vehicles get fucked pretty bad, and that bitch limped back from fucking Najaf to Baghdad on the fucking run flats, man. So, I mean, yeah, they're fucking, there's issues with them, but just like fucking any other piece of kit, it's going to have issues.
When a tank gets a flat, it's a spectacular failure.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's just CR now, Doc. It's now the 2nd SCR, so it's now the 2nd Stryker Cavalry Regiment, and it's based out in Vilseck, Germany. And so now they're the only regimental size organization. The 3CR, Brave Raffles, are out at Fort Hood.
Isn't that Colonel Admiral?
That was Colonel Admiral's unit. Yes, it was.
Did he get fired because of us?
No.
Autistic screeching.
He didn't get fired. He didn't get fired. He actually no, he did his full time and deployed the regiment to Afghanistan.
Kuwait?
No, they went to Afghanistan. That's why we stopped talking shit about them, because they were deployed and all sorts of stuff. So
I'm sure he was glad to relinquish command of that unit.
Well, I know his PAO is glad that he relinquished command of that unit. Because we
relinquished fucking his grip on his fucking nuts.
You're talking about fucking Vance. Hi, Vance. How you doing?
A lot of CCIRs.
Oh, a lot of CCIRs. So, yeah, Vance was pretty upset every time something would come out, especially when Jose almost got fucking caught in in NTC, and I mean, there's no way we're gonna catch Jose and blah 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 blah. Colonel Admiral, actually, this is what the PAO says. We know who Jose is. Jose is this. As a matter of fact, we have him tracked down. There's no way he's gonna get near our vehicles. And then no shit, Jose sends us a picture in the inbox of him being feet from fucking the vehicles.
Did he tag it with a sticker?
No. Well, he tried to tag him with a sticker, but he couldn't get close enough because the kids were wondering who the fuck he was and shit. You know what I mean? So they were like, "Hey, what are you doing here?"
No, I think they did tag it with the sticker.
No, they did tag. That was it him? Wasn't Jose though? It was the kids.
Somebody
it was one of the
tagged
kids.
Colonel Admiral's striker.
But it wasn't Jose.
It was a surrogate.
Yeah, it was our
By, with, and through.
By, with, and through the Indige, exactly that. So,
So let me get this straight. 3CR said, "Fuck the mission and training at NTC. We're going to focus on finding this one guy."
Yes, actually, they went pretty bit fucking. They actually had like a task force, like an operational planning team, aside for finding out who was the leak and who was the plant of the information that Jose was getting to, or how can Jose get to some of these sites that there's no way that this guy could move so fast. But it's Jose, dude. Come on. So, yeah. Jose, he doesn't tell us his TTPs, man, but, Jose, he gets it done. So, hey, another thing. Everyone's talk about this because this affects you. No, it doesn't, okay? The Army is considering fucking changing ranks of the NCO Corps. The Army's now talking about creating 2 more ranks outside of E9. So now they're talking about E10, which we always joked about, and E11. We're kind of like, no. We're not gonna do that. Now, here's what happened. let me craft this for you. Somebody was in a Facebook group, and they were infiltrated by somebody, and that information was leaked out about the proposed ranks. So, in a way to close people out from social media, the Army kind of fucking messed up and released it on their own, inadvertently, I guess you'd say. So, yeah. And it was just open dialogue. Everyone's talking about it. Everyone's talking about having E10 and E11, because everyone's saying now that the current rank structure doesn't work, because adding 2 enlisted pay grades, senior enlistment, would be a big shift. Okay. There is already a split between sergeants major at the working class and the command sergeant major. I say working class because those are the ones that are not command sergeant majors. And there's already a split between that, because you have to have served so much time as a sergeant major to be a command sergeant major. Now, on top of that, if you compete as a command sergeant major, you have to move up. So you have to compete as a CSM and as a battalion, and then you can go up to a brigade. And then, obviously, you go up to a division when you are command selected on what they call the CSL. Well, that's what the rank is for. So that way, at E9, I would be a battalion CSM. At E10, I would be a brigade CSM. At, of course, E11, I would be like a division guy. So it gives...
I think it's fucking stupid, dude.
Yeah, I agree.
It just gives another incentive for fucking staff fuckers to fuck each other.
Oh, God, Doc. I love you. I love you so much, brother. That's exactly it. There's already a culture, a division in the culture of sergeants major. Hell, just as individuals who go to the academy and those that don't go to the academy. Yes, and you didn't go to the academy. Motherfucker, we're not office.
Lobotomy factor.
Yeah,
there, bro.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry that the Army had to teach you how to be a sergeant major. Sorry about that. So the guys that are non-resident, fucking hey, dudes, chill. You guys are good. You're getting put in sergeant major positions, so you're good to go. Congrats. Guys in the academy, congrats. You guys are going to be whatever. But don't fucking hate on the guys that aren't going fucking with you. So, I mean, I'll be honest with you. No difference. A sergeant major is a sergeant major once you're getting pinned. It doesn't matter. You obviously have more requirements to conduct when you're non-resident as opposed to the guy that's there for a year or so at fucking at Bliss. So there's already going to be, like you just said, Doc, there is going to be a back and forth, and there's going to be a culture of division between those. And then, of course, could you imagine? Getting off my grass has a whole new fucking meaning now. So are you going to expect a sergeant major at E9 to walk up and you know what I mean, to throw the... There's kind of the reason why you're going at that developmental level as all equals as E9s. Because when you're at E9, you talk to another E9, you don't have to worry about, hey, I'm just talking to another E9, and he's a peer, or he works at the brigade, or he works at the division. I can get some mentorship as an E9, and we could just talk E9 to E9, right? Well, now... You expect a motherfucker to stand up parade rest for an E10 or an E11? There will be some guys like that too. You better respect me. You better stand up parade. You better stand up parade rest. E9 sergeant major.
At ease, command sergeant major, second class.
Command sergeant major.
It's not even. I mean, like, why? Remember, like, that's my go-to. Fucking.
Yeah. Why? There's no need for
it.
Why? There is no need. For, I mean, and this is only what I'm seeing right now. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. You just have to empower the non-commissioned officers a little bit more so that when you get the sergeant major bang for buck. Sergeant majors are complaining about the level of pay and responsibility. Really? Did you become a sergeant major? Did you stay enlisted for the fucking pay? Because you made a bad choice.
Bro, it's not even that. It's like if you're fucking if you are bringing this up as a fucking argument, that should automatically disqualify you from fucking becoming a sergeant major. Like, fucking, like, what the fuck, dude?
Well, they're looking at it because it would, supposedly it's going to even out the opportunities for raises because battalion, brigade, and division sergeant majors you get a raise with each promotion, obviously, and then their top advisors earn the same amount. The command sergeant majors at the generals levels, they get an incentive pay. They work alongside them. And, of course, the sergeant major in the Army gets another pay bump or whatever. Really? And this is what it is? This looks like you're fucking hating on the sergeant major of the Army and you're hating on the guys that work along the 3 stars and the 4 stars. You're that fucking... You got the ass about that shit? I mean, that's an issue? I mean, that's not a... I'll be honest with you, as a member of the senior NCO ranks, I don't care. I didn't join the Army as an enlisted person to not... I knew that the pay that I was going to be, obviously was going to be the pay that was going to be. If you wanted more fucking money, you should have went to OCS, ROTC, or got commissioned through West Point or been a warrant. If you wanted more loot.
Go to fucking Wall Street, you fucking scumbag.
You're there for the fucking troops.
What the fuck, dude? What the fuck is wrong with you guys? Like, to fucking even suggest this, like, realistically, like, what the fuck is wrong with you guys? Like, that's literally gonna butt fuck the NCO Corps to its fucking knees, man. Like, it's going to create a fucking incentive for people who are fucking Wall Street fucking scumbags with that fucking mentality to fucking want to become a fucking sergeant major. Like, it's going to create more backstabbing, more fucking shitbag, fucking scumbag ass, fucking rear echelon, fucking gay sex, man.
I was wondering how long. Oh man, we need to count your adjectives next time, bro, because you're going on a roll.
That was an F blanket bomb.
That was fucking. See, look,
I'm a fucking real NCO, or I was.
Well, the thing was, dude, is that
that's what fucking makes us special.
Well, we'll see. The thing is that there was back in the day a requirement that you had to have served a specific amount of time as an NCO or in the Army before you even got looked at. So, guys, they were actually considering this. What they didn't tell you in this same fucking study is that they were considering, along with E10, 11, 15, what the fuck, they were considering all these new ranks. Is that they were considering that all these, you should be promoted to sergeant major when you've hit 20 years of service, instead of having these 9 and 10, 9 and 12 fucking E9s coming out. There are some sergeants major out there that've got 13 years of fucking service, who've never been first sergeants, who've never been S3 NCOs, who've never been platoon sergeants.
Yeah, but in some MOSs, a fucking sergeant major is a first sergeant.
Correct, but I'm talking about Army-wide, and it's great. But yeah, and
for MTO purposes.
For MTO purpose, yeah. Well, I got you. But what I'm saying though is that the Army in itself, the NCO Corps has not been structured to when you hit those specific ranks. I'm not talking about for your career field. It's that once you go to become a sergeant major, you should have served the Now, this one thing I will say: you will have to have served at least to get promoted to sergeant major. Have served as an S3 NCOIC. And a first sergeant. Or if you've had successful S3 time in a sergeant major billet, then bam, you get you get some points there and a little extra credit. Because I'll tell you what they do is that what the old way was that you got promoted, you're a sergeant first class. I had to see this happen to my platoon sergeants all the time. When I was a Joe, I had a platoon sergeant coming in, he was there for about a year, he made the list of 8. The next thing you know, his ass got sent to the S3 shop.
Yep.
And he stayed in the fucking S3 shop until there was a first sergeant position opened up in the division. And the sergeant major said, okay, let's do an interview. They do a little fucking quick interview, did some letters of recommendation, and bam, my platoon sergeant was, after a year of S3 sergeant major time, was a S3 NCOIC time, was a first sergeant. And then that's it. So he was actually, the way that was back in the day, under the Army regimental, true Army regimental system, you weren't a first sergeant until you've cut your teeth at fucking battalion. Then, after you've served your 24 months as a first sergeant, then you get looked at for fucking sergeant major. By then, you should already have had at least, almost 20 fucking years of service, right? Now you got kids that are coming in. Hell, what's her name? Fucking Katrina Mork, that fucking ARCOM chick, was only in the Army for like fucking, she was a master sergeant, 12 years? 11 years?
Yep.
And is now fucking probably a sergeant major. You didn't hear about her. I wonder if she's in my fucking class. But anyways,
oh my god, that'd be hilarious.
Oh fuck, I know, dude.
That'd be so fucking funny.
Dude, I need a fucking troll. I mean, I'll be heading to some sort of higher level academia, guys. You guys will know this. There's gonna be some changes in my life, and you guys will know about it.
Yeah, he's gonna sound more retarded.
There's gonna be more grass not grown, and fucking hands in pockets.
Bring her an AAM.
I should, huh?
Or an ARCOM.
So the thing is that they have these NCOs now that are underdeveloped, which goes right back to is this the Army you want to deploy with, that you want to go to war with? Well, goddamn, I can't explain as a first sergeant. I can't speak to my sergeant major if he or she's never been a fucking first sergeant. How can you mentor me as a fucking first sergeant if you've never been one? How could you mentor me as being in the 3 shop if you've never been in the 3 shop? So now you want to create something, like you said, Doc, that's going to create an additional, I'd say, more bureaucratic thing too. Could you imagine? So how long is that going to how long is that going to be? How long is that going to be then before you get picked? Like, for instance, you get promoted to sergeant major. How long is that job going to last? There's only 10 divisions in the Army, right?
Yep.
And of those divisions in the Army, there's only, about 3 or 4 brigades apiece, to include separate brigades and whatever. So that means you're going to have to open up the CSL for everybody.
Dude, but it's going to be fucking, because, I mean, the structure already exists, right? Because there's just no pay grade as far as the position of a brigade sergeant major. It already exists, but now it's fucking... It's literally, it's a money thing.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They're looking at that stuff. Well, I mean, because when you kind of think about it, I mean, I look at my pay scale, and everyone's like, because I remember, back when George W. Bush made those adjustments to all those NCO ranks to make them exactly that. Derek, there are too many senior NCOs.
And senior officers.
And senior officers too. Exactly.
All the fucking goddamn geriatrics stumbling around fucking Bagram Air Base trying to find their fucking second star.
Exactly.
Jesus.
You run into more generals than there were more generals in fucking, private per general capita. There was more, probably, I don't know. There's more generals right now than there are fucking privates in some areas. trying to build their fucking fiefdoms. So I sat down with a friend of mine who went to OCS and said, and you know, he was like, you know, I'm proud of my friend, you know, my soldiers and my friends who've gone to OCS and made that big leap. Yeah, fucking A, proud of you guys. Good job. Fucking A. And then I kind of look at I don't look at their LESs because I make about what a captain would make, maybe almost a major would make, because of the years of service that I have. I mean, again, I never did it for the fucking pay. So I was a vet flake before vet flaking was cool. Sorry, I had to drop that in there. I was walking around with my Affliction T-shirt before Affliction was a T-shirt. Go ahead, man.
So, guys, I was gonna say Doc brings up a good point in the mixer chat. If you start to create these extra positions or the extra 2 E grades or whatever, so these can get these separations, what's to keep that? You know, let's take you and the boss, right?
Yeah.
So, what if the boss wanted to reward you for being a loyal platoon sergeant and a loyal first sergeant to him back in the day, and he hand taps you for a position
back in the
right hand man?
Yeah, back in the day that used to happen. There used to have shadow mentors back in the day. They used to have it to where, like, say for instance, I kicked ass and took names, and now I'm of a senior rank, and a commander remembers my service as a Joe, or as a senior NCO. I was like I was probably his S3 NCOIC or one of his first sergeants, and he makes fucking he's an 06. Yeah, I used to be back in the day where they could do that. You went with them.
So now, based on what I know through when I was a young Joe and the E4 Mafia network, that's how a certain 3-star who advises a high position right now got his CSM to us in Iraq after we lost ours to an IED attack.
At that point, yes. And at that point, it becomes really political. At that point, that means if you're not in the crew, depending on what generation of the crew, unquote, is, because there might be a group of, let's say this, there might be a group of E11s or E10s, because we don't know what the hell the rank is going to be called. Super Sergeant Major and Crazy Sergeant Major, or just Stupendous Sergeant Major? Something like that. For all you guys,
Master Sergeant Major.
Master Sergeant. Ooh, I like that. Master Sergeant Major.
Sergeant Major First Class.
Sergeant Major First Class. Real quick tidbit on the general ranks. That's why there used to be a Sergeant Major General, which is why a Major General. Anyways, you see Captain General, Lieutenant General, Sergeant Major General, and Brigadier General. That's what the ranking system used to be back in the day. And then, of course, they've dropped the captain, and then they dropped the sergeant off the major general, which is why a lieutenant general outranks a major general. So anyways, I was there when it happened with Howie. Anyways, so that is the regimental system, though. The regimental system works that way to the point, like you said. What if, like, for instance, we're all right now we're E10s, okay? We are E10s. There's a group of our generation of E11s that don't like us because A, we're fucking probably loud. We rub against the grain. You know, back in the day, the Army had what was called the 4 C's. Not this fucking multi-acronymal leadership bullshit. They had the 4 C's: competence, candor, commitment, and courage. Those were the Army values back in the day. It's like the Army doesn't want you to have candor anymore. Please submit your stories to the main page. But anyways, it's almost like the Army doesn't want you to be that leader to say, hey, exactly, man. Bring back the specialist ranks. That's right, D-Max. Make specialists great again. There used to be ranks.
That's actually a good fucking idea, dude.
That's what I'm saying. Bring the specialist ranks back. Don't make E11s and E9s and all that. The Navy has already implemented a program called the Operator for Life for their SEALs. If you just want to run and gun and you only want to make it up to E8 and that's all you're going to do is run and gun and stay down on the line and you don't want to progress, you don't want to be in charge of shit, good job, dude. Put yourself in for that program, and if you want to come out of that program to be a leader, then you can pull yourself out and join in to be the other group. Why don't we do that in the Army?
I don't know. I was thinking about that too because I was gonna mention how like SF regiment, they have the whole fucking thing with. I mean, they still have to go to Sergeant Major Academy and shit.
Yeah, well, they have.
But,
yeah. In that career field, there's
but
three.
It's a little
different,
bit different.
Yeah.
Because they have pretty much like you make your E7 like it's not a matter of like knowing any kind of staff bullshit or anything like that. It's just like you fucking get it, you know. And
yeah, there was
E8 is pretty much like
correct.
You just have to have your fucking. I think I'm not sure what it is now, but at one point you just had to have your fucking the first phase of your senior leaders course done to be able to get looked at for 8.
Well, nowadays they're now it's all duty position. So like for instance, if you served your position, you served. Now, and this is all Army wide, and this is also going through, and it's kind of like articulated down to all the other branches too. Maybe some special stuff done for the other teams and all for team guys or whatever, but they're all drawn to a specific amount of time serving at that grade. So you had to have been a platoon sergeant, detachment sergeant, team sergeant. You know what I mean? There's an equivalency level when they do the boards, when they select for the board.
No, I'm tracking. I'm just saying, like, I think that it should be separated. Like kind of like the SEAL thing.
Yeah, exactly.
It should be like its own fucking thing. Like,
exactly.
Yeah, dude, you're fucking. That's cool. You got it. You're an E7. You're an E8. But like once you hit Sergeant Major, because Sergeant Major, it's basically like a lot less positions as Sergeant Major in the Special Forces Regiment.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things that like as a Sergeant Major, if there's not enough billets, if you do want to become a Sergeant Major, it should be your choice. Like. Yeah, I'm going to take the fucking rank and take the chance that I'm going to go to the fucking regular Army. But with that, I'm going to be required to fucking complete a bunch of additional fucking like staff requirements and shit before I will actually be allowed to do that. Because I'm telling you, man, like as an E7, for me, if I ended up going to fucking do some staff fucking jockey shit at a fucking regular Army unit, like, bro.
Well, now it's open season. After I complete my specific method of academia for my next rank, I am open season, brother. I am open season. The Army could say, we like ice. And then I could be any one of you guys as Sergeant Major, CSM. I could show up to your unit.
And I mean, but it should be given a choice. It shouldn't be like dudes should get fucked into like the thing that you're saying with the SEALs. I hadn't heard of this before, but I think that's cool because like a lot of dudes, they don't want to fucking get Sergeant Major, you know.
No, you're right. There's some guys that are
it fucks them. Like,
and
they have to leave
you're right.
the regiment.
And they have to leave the regiment. But then again, there's some, like I said, and you bring up a good point. The Army does force you to do that. The Army does. It's an up and out system. You have to do this, or we're just going to RCP your ass. You know what I mean? Or we're not going to provide you the fucking whatever. There's like that's not correct, DMAX. We know several. You just don't know about them that they did that.
It's a completely different job, you know?
Yeah, it is.
Like
it is.
Some dude that like might be fucking awesome on the team, even like team leadership to whatever degree, like, but maybe they don't like. What if the guy's like fucking borderline autistic and like fucking like breathes fucking C4 molecules as a fucking
as a breacher or
part
something
of
like
his
that.
Homeostasis, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
he's a breacher or something like that.
He may not be. He doesn't. Maybe I'm just bringing an example. Like maybe the guy, like, or medics is actually a really good example, because medics oftentimes they don't want to do fucking leader. Like some do, but like maybe it's my exposure to the community.
Well, let's look at our
times like medics will go to become PAs or to become
that's what I'm saying. But look at the front of the station, Doc Dredd. Doc Dredd is still a master sergeant. That dude, 75th Ranger, did combat medic stuff. Worked as instructor at some of the specific specialized training areas and training events at those types of units. And he said, "I'm not doing that fucking shit." He was a first sergeant, did his time, and that's it. He's like, "Yeah, I'll do first sergeant."
Yeah, that sucks, dude.
Yeah, he's like, "I'll do first sergeant," and then he did first sergeant, and then he's like, "All right, whatever." You know what I mean? Doc Dredd.
I mean, it sucks though, dude. Because look, those dudes like Yeah, I understand. I think that instructor time is fucking really good as far as like developing, like being able to teach something. It's like the fucking culmination of mastery.
Yeah.
For any fucking like skill set. So I think that instructor time is great for dudes to go do instructor time. But to go into leadership positions if they don't fucking want to, like we're fucking brought up from day one that like you should be striving to positions of leadership. It's like, no, man, like I'm cool with like personally to put on the leader hat and take it off like fucking in 5 minutes. I could put it on and take it off like 10 times, whatever. But it's like situationally dependent, you know?
No, of
but
course.
Like, I'm not fucking one to say that like I'm like striving towards leadership positions. It's kind of like everybody's a leader to an extent.
Well, correct.
Know?
But you have that one. You have that one good guy that's really good at, you know, when CT Flesher came on the show and he says, I was the best fucking typist. I don't want to do anything else. I was doing admin. I did fucking admin shit. And the reason why I didn't fucking leave my post is because I was a good fucking admin guy. I was a good typist, dude. And I did my work. You know, we don't have that type of talent. Like the real geekoid motherfuckers that know how to fucking work the computers or work how something like that. The real technical
Yeah, dude,
aspect.
and that's the problem.
We say
that's a huge problem.
Yeah, we put that kid in a situation where he doesn't want to be a leader, and it gets somebody fucking killed because
it puts him in a position where he hates life because he's fucking doing shit that is like, this is fucking stupid.
Yep.
Where I just want to fucking sit there and draw dicks in a porta shitter. That's my talent. But they're not fucking letting the guy fucking embrace his fucking chi, you know?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, just like some of the kids, like I feel sorry for some of the kids that are like you just said, they're forced into these specific positions, and then you know, poor guy can't, you know, like the guy, and then the guy gets relieved, but he didn't want the job, but you put him into it, and that's it.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, well, you should be ready at any time. You know, whatever, dude. I mean, you probably the reason why the vehicle's OR rate in the fucking battalion went down is because he was one of the best mechanics we've ever fucking had. He could walk by. Like when you can out chief the fucking chief, the maintenance tech, and as a fucking platoon sergeant, and you're trying to make him a first sergeant, and he doesn't want it. Don't hate the guy for it.
Yeah, dude, that's a completely different job. Like the first sergeants are the fucking like that's where the admin shit starts.
Yeah, you're right. Well, nowadays
that's why you have fucking S1 shops.
No, my experience as a first sergeant, you know, it was kind of cool in the beginning. It's all line unit shit, and it starts getting a little bit better and all stuff. The next thing you know, it's whatever the fucking CSM or the unit's fucking the organization decides to go on. Oh, let's do med pros. Are you fucking for real? Are you really fucking? Because you know how we say there's a drill sergeant. There's a what do they call it? There's the sidewalk drill and the basic training drill sergeant. What is a sidewalk drill? The drill sergeant that supervises soldiers at AIT, not basic training, right? Well, now there's a term that's being used. I didn't know this until a young up and coming first sergeant told me this, and then I was told, yeah, Ice, you're good to go, man. You're not a sidewalk first sergeant. I mean, you're not a med pros first sergeant. I'm like, what the fuck is that? A first sergeant who all they worry about is fucking med pros. All they're worried about is their fucking stats. But yet they have like fucking, they're more worried about the stats being updated and all this other shit, but don't give a fuck about a soldier who has behavioral health issues. Or don't give a fucking soldier about, you know, how come their NCOs are fucking not, you know, their morale's really bad, or the fucking command climate.
The best, dude, is like where they fucking throw this med pros shit at you all the time, but when some dude actually is fucked up, then they fucking throw his ass under the fucking
Oh
bus.
my god, I did not realize how bad. And this is another thing too. Man, we were going to talk about this, but this is going to be for a future broadcast. We're going to talk about how the Army in an upcoming show, in its way they take care of soldiers, is probably one of the reasons why there's a backlog in the VA, and we'll get into that shit too. Because you know, we have part and parcel some individuals that are going to come on the show and to talk about it. Hopefully they can get on. If their schedules are good, we haven't confirmed back, but they can talk about this stuff and say specifically that, hey, look, this is some of the reasons why. And then nowadays, with the way fucking systems are going in, fuck, dude. Like I said, we'll discuss it on a future show. And that's going to get you all fucking riled up. And just going from the beginning to the end, what programs other organizations are doing as opposed to what other organizations are not doing. And you'll get set the fuck off. So, but yeah, anyways. So, yeah, we're over, and I'm over on purpose because I was overdue. If you guys want to hang out for a little bit longer? You guys got shit to do?
Yeah, I'm down, whatever, bro.
All right, I was gonna go for another half hour, 45 minutes if you guys wanted to go. What do you guys think of the Mixer chat? You guys want to go a little bit longer? I guess you guys like that term, MedPro's first sergeant. Oh man! So we're gonna go ahead. I'm gonna kill the fucking the Facebook live chat, the Facebook live. But we'll be back. I'll bring it back on. And then that way you guys can check it out. You can listen to some of the stuff that we're gonna, we'll play some stuff that you can't play on Facebook Live because of the algorithms of the Zuck. So
and then I'll sing you the song of my people.
Yeah. Oh my God, that wasn't. Anyways, so we'll hang on. With all the stuff that's going on tonight, let me just double check to make sure I can get off the fucking air with this thing. I don't want to fucking sit there and play some shit and then all of a sudden not be able to get the fuck off. Because I don't have the ass. So, with all the stuff that's going on tonight,
making sure you can get off is a fucking important priority.
You have to. You have to make sure that you get off.
PMCS step before you start jerking.
That's a CCIR. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to go ahead and kill the Facebook Live video right now. But we're still playing on Mixer and all the other appropriate methods of you connecting on to aside from Facebook Live. So. You guys hang out for a sec. We'll play some stuff right quick and make sure we're still broadcasting through the. Yep, everything looks like it's still kind of going. So everyone get some shots.
WTF Nation Radio. WTF Nation Radio.
Hi, Lieutenant. How are you doing? Aw, did you find your land nav point, Lieutenant? Good job, Lieutenant. You get a
Expert Action Badge.
Put on your uniform right?
Expert Action Badge.
Show up to work on time.
Expert Action Badge.
Qualify on your weapon.
Expert Action Badge. Badge of Action.
Find your guidon.
Expert Action Badge.
That's right. Just doing your normal warrior tasks and drills, you get a
Expert Action Badge.
Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
please enjoy the show. Shots.
Shit in a bag, Pogue. Badge of Action. The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Good evening, boys and girls. This is Tim Kennedy. I'm a Special Forces sniper, a Ranger qualified Green Beret, a UFC fighter. Please listen to us and the shenanigans that we're going to say. We will insult you. This is Tim Kennedy. We'll be Special Forces. We'll be sexist. We'll offend you. But there will be magic, and a unicorn will be raped. So enjoy the show. Thank you for listening on WTF Nation Radio.
This station is now the ultimate power in the universe. I suggest we use it.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
WTF Nation Radio. WTF Nation Radio.
Hi, Lieutenant. How are you doing? Aw, did you find your land nav point, Lieutenant? Good job, Lieutenant. You get a
Expert Action Badge.
Put on your uniform right?
Expert Action Badge.
Show up to work on time.
Expert Action Badge.
Qualify on your weapon.
Expert Action Badge. Badge of Action.
Find your guidon.
Expert Action Badge.
That's right. Just doing your normal warrior tasks and drills, you get a
Expert Action Badge.
each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
please enjoy the show. Shots.
Shit in a bag, Pogue. Badge of Action. The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio. Action Badge.
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
please enjoy the show. Shots.
Shit in the bag, Pogue. Welcome back, everybody. Yes, we're going to go a little bit longer tonight. Decided to fucking, just bleed over. Since we took a little bit of time to come on tonight here and give you guys your daily dose of functional veteran excellence here, broadcasting live from the Functional Veteran Center of Excellence here at WTFNationRadio.com. There are no graduates. There are certificates because everything is a learning process, and holy shit, an interesting fucking picture just came in the main page of paratroopers all tangled up. Be prepared for that to be posted. Damn. Holy shit. So, anywho, let me talk real quick about the reach of the WTF Nation. So we're going to talk about what happened about, I'd say, a way back. There was a incident where someone, see, if you don't mind me talking, Doc, about what you do on the other side of WTF Nation side, Doc is part of the battles and distress crew. So in the event there's something that happens, Doc is part of a team on the main page that assists law enforcement and resources and points people to the right resources to find individuals that are battles and distress. There was an incident that happened in the let's see, it was about a few months back. Everyone says it was like years or something like that. I would say it was about a year ago. But anyways, it was about 1600 Eastern Standard Time. There were some messages concerning this guy who was in the Philippines, saying what he was going through. And he said, to all my friends, I just want you to know I thank you for all your support over the years. I've grown very tired. I just want, nothing to look forward to, and then I can finally decide to go to my sleep. I wish you all the very best in life. I will see you all on the other side. Thanks for everything you do, and best of luck to you all, right? Very, very, very textbook bid call for help. So the main page was of course flooded with additional screenshots of the individual. We like to work with fucking family and individuals who are close, like spouses, family members, direct close siblings, aside from middle people, because middlemen are kind of like, they kind of get the story wrong sometimes, or get the information wrong, and sometimes a middleman will get some information incorrect. Like, for instance, we had an incident where the guy just wanted to be left alone because his old lady, he was divorcing his old lady, so he just kind of needs some time in his, if you've gone through this such thing, you need some time off to kind of clear your mind and get away, and that's all it was. And it was misunderstood that this guy was a BID. So going back to our story here, is that many of his peers and subordinates messaged the main page to help this guy out. They were not knowing where he was at, but they do know that he had moved to the Philippines. So his family, including his son and ex-wife, obviously has some general concern, reached out to the main page. But no one could provide an address or even a phone number for him. So starting with the contacting with the U.S. Embassy in Manila, the main page was able to get through the emergency response officer, but, he was not registered within the embassy. Most individuals, when they retire overseas, they're supposed to register with the embassy, let them know, hey, I am in, here I'm at, now I'm in this country, blah, 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 and the regional security officer, or RSO, is the guy that will handle that. So they had no record of his address, and they stated they will contact a local VA office as soon as open. Now, mind you, it was, 5 o'clock local time, so the only clue that the main page had was he posted on his Facebook that this is a new view of starting out on this new chapter of life. It's not easy, but, from my view of my apartment, help. Okay, so let me not disclose anything. There were methods to find it, to help this individual out. A lot of us on here are we're not some fat disgruntled specialists, let's put it that way. I'm on the main page, I eat Cheetos, and I've never deployed. That's not what the main page staff is like. We have some pretty good professionals on our team, which Doc Madness is part of. And so there was phone calls, there was topographical analysis done by the team, there was some stuff done that I guess people would even say Hey, Dan, that's like fucking straight up CSI shit, you know? So we had boots on the ground. Finally, somebody who's there reached out to us and said, hey, I know what you guys are doing. We're tracking. Where were we at? So one of the soldiers that was there on the ground went to the building as he was closer and inquired about Jim's, this guy's location. And then one of the receptionists recognized him, didn't know his name, didn't know the vehicle, or knew his name, so he was coming up in the directory. So having hit an obstacle, the main page hit several more minutes trying to identify the approximate floor to which where the picture was taken, and at which point, the individual on the ground, how can I say this, influenced the building security guy to help him go door to door until to the floor that we identified. So we had from the WTF Nation headquarters located in Area 51, the Alamo, and the Pentagon, all three headquarters were able to locate door to door, and then less than 3 hours after the initial message, we got the guy. I mean, I would say we got the guy, but we were able to get in contact with this battle in distress. The Philippines is the only country with the VA outside the U.S. So, the moral of the story is that the power of give a damn knows no boundaries. So to us, we see the Army as a brotherhood, for life. And if you feel like your thoughts are going to overwhelm you, if you need help, we and many like us are here for you now and always. It doesn't fucking matter where you're at. Now, I love Cheetos. You're right. I shouldn't have said Cheetos. I will say one thing that I was going to talk about probably is going to be tomorrow. For what you guys don't know, the lead singer of Linkin Park committed suicide, and we have dealt with said that group, and I was shocked that even happened. We're going to talk about that too tomorrow, about the Spartan Pledge that Boone Cutler was talking about. And then exactly what members of the music community are talking about too, and it's fucking. I'm pretty pissed off because the lead singer of fucking, Linkin Park, dude was fucking talented as shit, talented. 6 kids, so not to get all gloomy, deb, and downer about this shit, but this is fucking reality. If there's somebody that's out there that needs our help, we're gonna go out there and fucking try to find it. That story that we read that was kind of shortened for all the back and forth drama, but that's what kind of some of the work that U.S. Army WTF Moments and WTF Nation Radio do. We help each other out. It does not do us any fucking good if we don't know what is happening in your life, if you don't reach out a hand to do it. The very same individuals that are saying, pogues and fuckers and all this other stuff are the same ones that aren't brave enough to stick their fucking hands out and say, hey, I need a hand. I, right now, am going through some life-changing events, okay? I'll admit it right now. Let's get real with me, okay? I'm going through some life-changing events right now, and I reached out and said, hey, guy, I need some, hey, man, this is what's going on with me, blah, 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 blah. And that's it. So I need some help. Just need some vent. Just need to talk it out, get it out of my system. Once I was able to get it out of my system and talk about it, as much as how much you think you're not wired or not fucking gonna go through whatever, it's not gonna happen to me. I'm Superman. I can handle this shit. Nah, everyone's gonna have a breaking point. So what's gonna happen is that you want to reach out. I want you to reach out. You need to reach out. Don't let the shit fucking fester in your fucking head. That story was probably, I think, worldwide, dude, the global reach of our brotherhood. Helped by the members of the staff at, U.S. Army WTF Moments. That was a crazy ass fucking time. So I wanted to bring that story up to you guys because there's no need for anyone. We have too many resources out there. I'm not going to be the fucking dead horse, but for you not to reach out. Reach out. No matter what.
It's not just us, man. It's not us reaching across the world to fucking, we fucking at that one, on that specific incident, we were fucking lost in the sauce, man. Like, not lost in the sauce, but like, we don't have reach. We can't reach all the way across the fucking world. And it's people that were there that were able to fucking network through our like group, through the fucking page of all the people that we have linked together. We were able to put the fucking word out. We got a hold of people that were physically there that were able to fucking like, it's not just us that care about you guys offing yourselves. It's fucking like the community does, man. Like they went out of the way to fucking even. I mean, like
just
that situation was. It's the point. It's not the exact situation. What it was or what it wasn't. It's the fucking people. Like it was amazing, dude. Like within a couple hours, we had fucking people on the other side of the world, like in the middle of the night for them, going out and fucking like pulling together resources to try to fucking find this dude to make sure he was all right. So you're not alone. And it just may be fucking hard to see, but all over the world, and fucking like, doesn't matter if it's night or day, there's somebody that will fucking give a shit about you. And it will pass. Like, don't let it fucking seduce you at the fucking moment. It will pass. And in hindsight, it becomes apparent
that it wasn't a big deal. Yeah, it wasn't a big deal.
How close you came, and that it would not have been worth it. But you can't see it until after, like, afterwards.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that I had those ideations going through my head. What I'm saying though is that I there are some specific moments in everyone's lives that you need to reach out just to talk about it, just to let it out, because I know individuals that the situation that I'm going through probably would have done it. I mean, there's some life-changing events that everyone goes through. That's a fucking final solution for a temporary problem, man, or permanent solution. I shouldn't have said final, but it's a permanent.
Yeah,
sorry.
go to.
Yeah, it's a permanent solution to a temporary problem. Assignments, promotions, kids, health, whatever. One of the things that pisses me off about fucking Chester, the guy who's a lead singer, is that there was work done with him in my community that just a few years ago was all about fucking, yeah, dude, let's fucking do this shit. And I'm just fucking disgusted at the fact that now, let's close rank in hell. Are you fucking for real, dude? You really, man? No, fuck no. You be there for each other, and that's what it's all about. I mean, I'm a dad too, man. I couldn't even fucking think, man. Who's gonna watch my little ones? Who's gonna do whatever? Who's gonna, when something happens like that? You're not gonna fucking. I don't want to get all fucking Debbie Downer about this shit, but that's one of the things I wanted to cover tonight. At least was the story about that, which goes into the next portion of Army PAO. We're not the bad guy at all.
I am.
Well, I'm just saying we're not the bad guy. Live with the way things are happening in the world, with the way communication is happening. And if you're getting butthurt about a fucking page that is releasing information that you're trying to cover up, then you're probably the problem. It's not the way it's supposed to fucking work. So I didn't want to, could not give too much shit. Hey, what's up, Lori? Could not give two shits about what anybody says about what the main page does or what WTF Nation Radio does. We're here for you guys. We're not here to serve anybody else other than you, the WTF Nation, and providing all of our experiences and our expertise and our knowledge or whatever to take our time off to do this stuff. Humor page, yeah. News page, okay, if you want to call it that, yeah. News page, I guess. We're trying to get whatever, trying to get our, but a lot of the stuff that we've discovered through our reporting is just that. You can't take that shit away from us. A lot of notable news agencies have cited the main page Not so much the radio because nobody likes to listen to podcasts. It's more print that gets a lot of fucking traction, it seems like now, because you can just forward that shit. You can't forward a fucking podcast and say, all right, now listen to this. So normally it's something that's reported up. And, hey, we're gonna make, and there has been individuals. There's gonna be a slight change of information that it was not corrected properly. That's whatever. Go through the situations where that happens. I don't remember anything being accurate or inaccurate that the Army's reported that they've retracted. They just covered up. I love the Army and the institution for which it stands for, and for what groups or individuals there that help us, win our country's wars, and our Americans are fucking, I love it.
Hearts and minds, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
And not in like cannibalism either. Not always.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, sort of, kind of. It's not, fucking when your hearts and minds are, I'll burn your goddamn hut down type shit. You know what I mean?
Wow, dude. That was so fucking righteous, dude. So I found this whole fucking, collection of Zippo photos from Vietnam War, right?
Yep.
And Hearts and Minds has been around since Vietnam War, I guess.
Yeah, a little bit earlier than that.
Engraved
Yeah.
on it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's,
well, I mean, what's the fucking term? What's the quote that is? What are you looking at? Y'all a bunch of fucking assholes. You know why? Because you don't have the guts to be what you want to be. You need people like me. You need people like me so you can point your fucking fingers and say, that's the bad guy. So what's that make you? Good? You're not good. You just know how to fucking, to hide and how to lie. Me, I don't have that problem. Me, I always tell the truth. And even when I lie, I say, say goodnight to fucking the bad guy. Is that what the fuck you know what I mean? What the fuck? Night talk time, exactly. Welcome to Nam Time with Ice and Doc Madness. We're here to ensure that your travels in the NVA villages.
singing the song of my people, bro.
Exactly, bro.
That was a Scarface quote.
Yeah.
That I sent you, that you just read.
Yep.
Because, that's why when you said this fucking dude saying that we're the bad guy, it's like, yeah, bitch, I am the fucking bad guy. If I'm the fucking bad guy, who the fuck are you?
Well, that's the point being, is that there are circles out there that think that U.S. Army WTF moments is, dude, if you're getting offended by a fucking Facebook page, you are really insecure. You're really insecure about what your institution is as of again. We've invited the Army PAO to come on. We've invited to come out. We've invited senior leaders to come on and shoot the shit with us. It doesn't matter. I mean, there's other publications and news.
Some of them do.
Yeah, some of them do.
The rest of them should have fucking stopped at the first 12 inches.
Yeah. Well, some of them also get the ass because they think that we're out to defame them or whatever. I think we got a pretty good vetting process on that stuff that we don't have to worry about.
They're doing it themselves.
Yeah, exactly.
We don't need our help.
Yeah. Nope, haven't been in Nam. I missed it. Missed the war by that much. My dad always said I was born in the wrong time. So, but yeah. So don't get the ass, guys. We're not here to cater to you. We're here to get the information out to the troops. We're here to get the information out to the WTF Nation in whatever means possible. So, and a little humor here and there.
And to take care of fucking Joe.
Yeah, exactly.
When they're being fucked.
Which brings,
their fucking leaders are not fucking taking care of them, as is their fucking responsibility. Then, we fucking try to keep it under the rug and fucking keep it quiet. And we reached out to fucking chains of command. We fucking go out of our way all our fucking time, unpaid. It's completely fucking volunteered time. We do a bunch of research. And then we'll fucking call you out. If you fucking have, demonstrated that you are in fact fucking your Joes instead of fucking looking out for them, then, dude, we're going to fucking look out for your Joes for you. You're welcome.
Someone else will. I mean, somebody said that we're the Jody NCOs for the Army when they can't lead right. So, But
What does that mean?
that when there's a marriage going that's bad and there's a Jody involved, and we're like the Jody for leaders that don't know how to fucking army right. So
No,
talking-
we're like the Steven Seagal.
Yeah, I'm saying they're just shit talkers that are fucking, they're shit talking.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's like that one fucking.
That makes sense.
Yeah, yeah. So the one fucking post of the guy. There's a post of a kid. These kids, all right, they're fucking got plastic on their fucking feet, and they're in a fucking dumpster. Or what it looks like a dumpster, and it looks like they're in some fucking sewage or some shit or whatever. The first thing that comes out of people's mouth is, well, yeah, because that's right. That's what soldiers need to do. It's hardcore. Blah blah blah. No, dudes. This is the reason why your re-enlistment photo fucking frames there that you saw on the main page is fucking empty. And if you want to lead, if you want them to fucking follow you, inspire them. God damn it! Don't sit there and think, oh, I'm going to treat them this way. Again, it's what we were talking about before. It's the newer generation trying to be like the old school, but fucking it all up, like doing it wrong. Like Russians trying to build our fucking planes. They make them look retarded. You know what I mean? Can you say retarded on fucking?
They make submarines instead of planes.
Well, they make some good submarines though.
No, but it's not what they go out to make. They're like, this is going to be a plane, and it ends up being a submarine.
Okay, exactly. We get told to take pictures down. A lot of stuff on that. We're not going to take the picture down if it's out there already. I didn't know there was a Master Gunner tab. 1-2 Infantry Deco Assessment. There's an assessment for a company. Wow, holy shit. Where do I sign up?
Now it looks like the bottom part of it looks legit. It was like a fucking sniper section in the recon platoon.
Yeah.
That's legit. They pick from the company. They assess, like, pick, they skull fuck everybody that shows up for a couple days, and then they take the best into those sections. But the rest of it, I don't fucking know. It was like some fucking admin shit.
Yeah.
I saw something that was like,
I was like, what
some
the fuck?
fucking something that was like photoshopped out of fucking an AR, and my fucking mind, like I had to close my butt cheeks for the fear of my brain being shot out of my ass.
You felt all that knowledge matter coming out.
I was like, oh, Neptune.
Yeah, exactly. So Fort Rainwhite, stop fucking with the bears.
Bear fuckers.
Yeah, bear fuckers. You're trying to fuck with a bear, and then bears got retard strength, bro. They don't know what they're doing when they're grabbing on you.
Yeah, dude. Start with a gerbil. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, exactly. It's like they're digging in, and everyone's wondering, could you imagine doing the line of duty for that shit? Yeah, how come you get a, what's your profile say? It says you were mauled by a bear, and now you want to fucking, what's this? What the fuck? Could you imagine having that profile? Well, there you go. It's on the main page. So, thank you for that submission. And there's also a new fucking, dude. There's a new fucking, there's a new meme page out there, but it's kind of weird. I don't know if you've seen it. It's called People of the PX. It's almost like People of Walmart. Have you seen that?
Yeah. Are you serious?
I'm being.
Are we doing this?
No, I'm being sarcastable.
Okay.
Yeah. There's a new fucking page out there called People of the PX, and it's like the people of Walmart, which somebody said, "Oh, that shit's not gonna work. That's not gonna be a good page." I've seen some of the comments that
nobody fucking said that.
Nobody
was that in the comments.
That was in the comments.
Oh, that's just fucking haters.
Yeah. This is not gonna work. What are you trying to do? Are you trying to be like that people of the Walmart? No, motherfucker. We are. Yeah. They are trying to be like people of the fucking Walmart. Because it's people of the PX.
Supply and demand.
Supply and demand. Yeah, exactly. You keep them coming. Already, that page has not been open for like just a few hours. Well, it seemed like a few hours. It seemed like it's feeling like it's not that been long. What, just about a few days or something like that. It's got a significant like count on there. So people of the PX. It's like people of Walmart, and it's fucking hilarious, dude. I did not know.
We need more material. I mean, we have. I just totally fucking ruined it. But, My bad.
That's okay, man.
My bad.
I think it's funny as shit. I think this thing is.
I'm not in anymore. I have to be medicated.
Yeah.
So I can follow rules. Anyway, so there's, just like the meme page or any of that shit. Dude, I'm fucking retarded, and I fucking come up with a shit ton of retarded shit in a single day. But I need help. We need help with these fucking pages, dude. Especially the PX shit. I'm it's only gonna be fucking so many posts that I can fucking get before I'm thrown out of every PX in the fucking world for posting them on the page. So we need you guys to fucking send them in, and contribute. Make it a fucking team effort.
People of the PX. People of the PX is the name of the fucking Facebook page. It's fucking hilarious. It's only got a few posts, but it's already got some chuckles.
5 days, 20,000 followers.
Is that what it was? Yeah.
But a lot of the followers were from the main page, because we shared on the main page as well.
Yeah.
And so it's not like organic likes, 20,000 likes. Come fucking check out this Gucci shit that fucking out Zuckerberg, the fucking Zuckerberg. I don't want to be misleading.
No, of course that would be misleading.
We need you guys. We need it's literally that's what makes all this shit so fucking awesome. We get from the fucking people that are liking this shit.
Yeah. Spanky just dropped the link inside the Mixer chat room, so. Forever shall it be in the Mixer chat.
And also the PX, after some discussion, the PX includes the barber shops, the fucking Class 6, fucking.
Yes, exactly that. Anything that has to do with the Army, Air Force, and Exchange Service. Do you guys take NEX, like the Navy Exchange or anything like that? Do you guys use the squids, the Navy, the Marines, and the? Or does it matter?
It's the same shit, man. It's the same company.
So okay, gotcha. So it's all PX'd. So anything that has to do with PX, Navy, Marines, does Coast Guard even have a fucking PX? But anyways, send your information right there, or send your pics, drop it inside that fucking inside their message to them and say, hey, look at this. It's got to be PX related. So. My favorite are the parking spots is what I like looking at. So I think it'd be good shit to check that out. If you're not, just one of the many other items in there that you could see. There's also some fucking pictures in there of that chick right there with the what's up with her shorts. Nice.
That one was fucking. It was the comments were fucking retarded with it. So it's at a fucking some Russian liquor store, right?
Yeah.
And we don't fucking know. Whatever, dude. It could be a Class 6. Who cares? Yeah, whatever. It's a fucking ass hanging out of fucking
I was about to say. You're looking at
are not performing the function.
Exactly. You're looking at an
the fuck is wrong with you?
You have an attractive woman wearing some very provocative clothing, and you were worried about where the location of the building was at. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, dude. It's cool. You're allowed to be gay now, but don't fucking beat us over the head with it.
And don't ruin the fun for everybody else. It's Also, yeah. So also, if you need to know how to launch a Raven, don't go to that one unit that doesn't know how to launch one.
That's a bad one.
Yeah, that's a bad one. Yeah, that one didn't do too well. So what are the other ones in there?
Fuck Ravens, dude.
Yep.
We can fucking use a 3D printer to print a fucking goddamn drone that's the fucking pinnacle of what was science fiction. And we're fucking using balsa wood. Yes, balsa wood.
Balsa wood.
Fucking airplanes. Might as well fucking fold up a piece of paper into a paper airplane and throw that shit at a mountain in Afghanistan. Because it's gonna be about as stable in the fucking wind.
Exactly. Also, the rat fucking raccoon's back. What is it with that unit? What is it with that organization that has that that MRE rat fucking raccoon? Say that 5 times fast. MRE rat fucking raccoon.
I bet you somebody's fucking harboring that raccoon.
You think so? Trying to be all fucking Phil Sart like a fucking hoarder. You know how hoarders like to have cats and shit?
It's like a fucking it's like their Roth IRAs for funnies, you know? They're like they've invested in the long-term fucking funny that the raccoon is going to bring. It sounds suspicious to me, man.
Yeah, I think there's some saying. There's also the picture there of the DMZ. Yes, that was a real fucking pic from the DMZ. So a few days ago in the DMZ, this North Korean sentry misplaces radio. You can see it on the ground. We saw it and started waving our own radios, then realized that what he was missing and went crazy yelling all kinds of expletives. So, trying to maintain his stoicism on the fucking DMZ.
How did they know it was expletives?
Well, obviously fucking, you know, somebody was probably Koreaning there in Korea, and so, whatever. So, and of course, you know, we got the usual trolls in there.
I've worked up there.
Yeah.
In fact, I may even remember that fucking exact guy.
He's probably still there. Oh, Doc Madness, Rook, welcome back.
Shit in a bag, Pogue.
Shit in a bag, Pogue. You got
I wonder
X-ray.
if North Korean grunts fuck with Pogues too.
If
anybody out there is listening from North Korea, write us up.
Yeah.
Write us.
Yeah.
Don't write us up.
Don't write us up. One interesting picture, one video that has surpassed Spider eating private. She still has not applied, by the way. Is the barracks. Drill sergeants were talking about the barracks. And dude, I can't believe that this video that we have on there that is a specific. Holy crap! The accommodations are almost better than a fucking better than a cheap hotel. Individual showers, gun safe fucking bunks, meaning that it opened up like a big vault, and they can secure their stuff in there. Holy fuck! So if I were to retire and go into spoiling private mode, and I would design some, slap some Kark paint on it and say Army on there, and I could develop some nice shit for the fucking Joes in basic training, because the soldiers need it, of course. We can't have uncomfortable soldiers, right? Yeah. Wait a minute. Don't we have a fan that's fucking in basic training right now?
I'm sure we have a lot of them. They have phones now.
No. Ooh, touche.
Yes, we do.
Isn't it Tater or something like that?
Tater's in basic right now.
When does he graduate?
I don't know, but I will find out for you and let you know.
Yeah. We need to pay him a visit when he graduates. I'll even get in uniform and scare the fuck out of him. Probably scare the fuck out of his fucking drill sergeants too.
I did that once.
They showed up in, yeah. I know what you're talking about. Showing up in all of my accoutrements.
I didn't even wear.
You didn't wear your accoutrements?
But no, I just fucking had like the vanilla fucking CID fucking ice cream cone fucking jump wings.
Yeah.
And like, oh my god, dude. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you guys, dude? These are just fucking tabs and shit. Like, fuck.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they get a little bit of, yeah, you show flair. Showed up to a family member's graduation with some flair, and holy crap. You'd have thought fucking, I don't know. It was odd. I felt embarrassed because, yeah, Tater, exactly. Tater, we're going to get him. So, yeah, showed up with some flair. So, Tater, you might get ICE might be a visitor to your basic training graduation. Might be one if I can get some time. No, he shouldn't have been out. No, he's not out yet. He's still got some time in. And, of course, Airborne School lost their fucking guide on.
That's what happens when you fucking airborne shuffle and fucking goddamn call it exercise. Fucking airborne school, dude. God fucking damn it.
What was funny is that somebody posted in the comments that they should not have disrespected the guidon in that such disrespectful matter. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? It's not a flag. It's not an American flag. It's you know. It's just a guidon. It's just a guidon. What's even funnier is that it was unsecured, and I think it's no longer in the state. Matter of fact, it might not be even in the country anymore. It might have belonged to somebody who was overseas. Well, if that's the case, then sorry for you.
I bet they probably felt strongly about fucking having someone teach them how to fucking fall like a sack of shit.
Well, yeah, of course, because, you know, airborne.
Because fucking, it takes fucking 3 weeks to do that.
Yep. There was individuals now that seems to be the new, seems to be like the new collection now of going after school guidons now. Nobody gives a fuck about unit guidons anymore. They go after the school one. So if you can get the airborne school one, if you want to impress me, go, you know, get the RTB one. Or, you know, go to JFK and try to take one of their guidons.
They don't put up guidons.
I'm just saying.
They're too busy in the woods, like fucking
humping rucks and
measuring the fucking millimeter fucking increments on a linear ambush, bro.
Exactly.
Like God intended.
It was funny. It was funny. One of the posts of the Lawton Grapevine from Lawton, Oklahoma, where Fort Sill is at. Some inquiries about the photo there. Was it real? Yes. The snake and the plants are real. So everyone's like, "Is that real?" And they didn't. People who are inquiring us were not really happy at our response when we said, "Yeah, that's a real snake." And they wanted us to know what those plants were.
Bag.
If you don't know, is that real? No. It's all fake.
I like horticulture.
Yeah, horticulture. Horticulture, exactly.
Stoners.
Yeah, exactly. Oh man! Of course, somebody's got to jokingly put a fucking A10 fucking John Deere. John Deere does not make an A10.
Yeah,
because you got to start yet exactly. And then of course we got the GoFundMe on there for Anastasia Rose Roginski from a GoFundMe. Again, going back to what we're saying, we're not going to fund. I mean, you have to really plead your case pretty good to the board of seniors on the main page to get that post, to get a GoFundMe posted, and it's most likely going to be something that we have to get research on and get some of the backstory of. It's just not, hey, post this GoFundMe because I need to move. Post me this GoFundMe because
fuck no.
Yeah, what was the other one? There was a GoFundMe for uniforms. Hey, I need to buy more uniforms. Okay, what's your rank?
Bro. Like
Lieutenant.
The worst. Oh yeah, I saw that one. The worst are the ones that you just drop a GoFundMe link in, and like, I don't even fucking. Those automatically, when I'm in the inbox, like, yeah, dude, I don't even fucking look at them. Don't even, like, it could be the fucking second coming of Christ, and you done fucked up by not fucking writing anything other than dropping a link. That's just fucking rude, man. Like, it is like poor etiquette to do that.
Well,
like,
but what'd you call it?
Fuck you.
No, you called it. You had a comment on there that was awesome. You called it digital hobos.
Yeah.
Yeah, digital hobos. Again, this GoFundMe is for an infant, and there is an issue with the organization. The organization is trying their best to, now I'm talking about the unit now, trying their best to get the family taken care of, so that way, I guess where they're at, you know, they were able to get accommodations to stay, because obviously if they have a little one in the ICU in the hospital, they have to be available and all that, and the kid's got going through some issues. Because you didn't pay your fucking bills because you were too busy buying a bunch of fucking beer and smokes and dip, or you bought those big ass fucking tires for your Dodge Ram pickup that's not going to go very fucking far, or your dubs. We're not going to go fund me your shit. We're not going to post it on the main page for shit.
Yeah, dude, and it's not like we fucking it's not even establishing veracity or credibility or any of that shit. It's like if we fucking decide like, yeah, this fucking is a legitimate concern, before we post the GoFundMe, we have fucking people that are like nerds of various flavors on the team that fucking know their shit in their different like nerddoms.
And they're nerddoms,
right?
exactly.
And we will go through like every fucking resource that we know that is already available before we fucking, like, that's the absolute last resort. Like, there's so many fucking programs and shit out there, and we don't expect everybody to know what they are, but that's like, we come together as a group and we have a large cumulative fucking like collection of knowledge where we fucking go through all that shit first and try to fucking figure out if there's a better way, or if there's like already programs or mechanisms in place for that. We'll be able to fucking facilitate that shit instead of doing the fucking digital hobo route.
Yeah.
You know?
And also, it's a kid. It's for a kid. I'm sorry. I'm a sucker for the kids. You know what I mean? I'm a sucker
It's
for.
not bullshit.
Yeah, it's not bullshit.
It's not bullshit.
It's
we fucking vet them.
Yeah, exactly. I was about to say.
Like, yeah, I'm the first one to fucking, as soon as there's an emotional argument, I'm the first one to call bullshit on it until I fucking prove to myself that it's not.
Exactly. It's research. It's vetted. Some of the individuals that post GoFundMe's, we actually make contact with them to verify it, or we have somebody verify it for us, so that way it's not a bullshit event. What I don't like is when physically confront the individual. What I don't like is when the GoFundMe goes on and then we notice when we take it down, they say, "Why'd you take down my GoFundMe?" And, well, you asked, for example, you only asked for 5K, but now it's like at 15K, so we took it down because we saw that it met your goal. That's why the main page is really adamant about posting GoFundMes. That's why the main page doesn't want to end up being U.S. Army GoFundMe moments. So, I mean, you're gonna have we play it by ear. I mean, obviously we're gonna make sure before you even throw it up. And some people just give up on, like you were saying, they just give up on some shit. Immediately go to the GoFundMe route, and that's it.
Yeah, I've talked to dudes or chicks where I'm trying to fucking give them, like, I mean, I'm not a fucking, if you guys haven't already figured this out, like, I'm not a fucking S1 ninja with fucking, like, all those photographic memory / sloth skills and shit. Like, I don't do that.
Sloth skills.
You know?
You're referring to that meme, the sloth. That's one we like.
Yeah, I can't help it, bro. It was like, that shit's so good. Like, S1, much love. Don't come find me.
Don't bring you back.
They're the guys that know the address.
Yeah, exactly. They're the ones that have your last record.
But I know, like, just from being a fucking shitbag myself and fucking shit up, like, people do that, man. Like, it's one thing to fuck shit up and then learn from it, but like, you're always gonna fuck shit up. It's better to fucking, like, be truthful with yourself about it, I think. Well, for me it is. That way you actually learn something from it instead of denying it to yourself. But that's my experience, comes from fucking shit up myself and having to unfuck it, you know?
Well, and that's another thing, too. And, we usually end up getting people will end up getting in far worse shape, because there was this one person. I remember that one time. There was a GoFundMe that went to one group and was turned down, and then went to like 5 different groups, and then it came right back to us from another group saying, "Hey, share this." We just fucking told this guy no. It was vetted no. This guy was fucking, he was bullshitting us. He was just trying to get everybody's money. And no. And then
it's like the information peddlers that fucking...
Yeah, exactly. Hey, pass this. Oh, I fucking hate that. Hey, pass this along. What are you talking about? This vet needs help. Okay. Well, who are you?
It's like,
yeah, who are you? I just saw this on my feed. Yeah, okay.
And who the fuck are you? Like,
exactly.
I have a feed. I didn't see it on my feed, motherfucker.
That's what I was about to say. So,
Fucking Jason Bourne, fucking wannabe motherfuckers.
It's on my feed. Help him out. Help him out. You're not helping
I
out
can
vets.
tell you who I am.
You're not helping vets.
Stolen Valor will come after my ass again.
Again. I haven't gotten too many of those. But anyhow, oh shit! You know what? Yes. I got to do fucking station business, man. I fucking haven't done housekeeping because I was just bullshitting around, fucking around, doing all this stuff. What do you got? So we got some station business to knock out. Tomorrow I will be hosting Friday Night Freedom. We're gonna have John and Allison Purefoy from Roses Unread. They'll be here to talk about their new single. They'll be talking about their new single, Vultures. We had them on the show about a year ago, so aside from them telling us about their new single, they're going to be talking to us about what's going on. And then Tuesday, Misty Harvest. Misty Harvest was the one that started the cleanup. She was the one that did the cleanup, that initiated the cleanup or the awareness to the Fort Stewart or the Savannah, the Hunter Army Airfield cleanup that Guardian Overwatch, and then we had Mud Puppy go over there to check it out and throw some films on there too. Wednesday, Darren Friedel from the Veteran Ride Therapy Project. He's going to be back to talk about the progress about the motorcycle they're going to be giving away to a veteran. We had him on one of the shows a few weeks back, and their mission is to help any veteran with disabilities by modifying their motorcycles or ATVs to suit their needs. And they want to help by giving a veteran an alternate means of therapy to release stresses of their lives. I tell you what, the best way to do it's a bike. Bike is the best way to do it. 4 August, well, a few Fridays from now, Maria Martinez from the Cochise Serving Veterans. Cochise Serving Veterans was formed in October 2013. A CSV is what they like to call for short. Is a veteran serving support group comprised of members of local, state, and local government, both civilian and veteran individuals, private agencies, and veteran service organizations. God, what a script. Through collaborative efforts, CSV provides a forum for addressing veteran issues through outreach, education, and networking, supporting a goal of enabling veterans to achieve and maintain independence, providing a focused source for veteran resources, referral services, and community support. And, oh man, our favorite drill sergeant's coming back from Angry Cops. Drill Sergeant High. I wonder if he's going to wear his romper. Didn't he wear like a romper or something like that? Didn't he have a romper in a video?
Bitches love rompers.
Oh my God, the bitches, they love rompers. So Drill Sergeant High will be back to let us know what he's been up to. His Facebook page, Angry Cops, is a comedic take on life and times as a police officer and as a drill sergeant. So you can check it out. Yeah. So, you guys also check out the page again. It's we're going through some renovations. A lot of stuff's happening. A lot of stuff's been moving about. Yes, we've been receiving your applications, and they're currently getting scrubbed for application for applying to either on-air host or staff admin stuff or social media crap. Stuff that keeps this shit going. And yes, we're getting them, we're reviewing them, and we're checking them out. So you'll get an email either or if you made it. You'll get an email if you didn't make it. And should be it. What you got, man? You got anything? Oh, yeah. OJ was released, okay? He's going to get released. Yeah. That's big breaking news.
The juice is loose.
The juice is loose. So, yes. The juice is loose. We'll be talking about that tomorrow. Friday Night Freedom. I got to talk about all the civilian stuff and all this other crap. So, I'm excited. Can't wait to talk about it. Get other formats out instead of just talking all Army. Whew. Man.
Yeah, dude.
I like talking about other shit. I mean, sometimes when you get locked in the Army...
Like bitches.
They love visuals. But always a pleasure. Thanks for coming on here. And then, you got anything for me, Doc? What you got going on?
Nah, bro. Just warning shots, and I got some shit brewing in the inbox I need to be getting to. And thanks for, tolerating my fucking bullshit.
No, thanks for hanging out
another
for a bit extra.
time.
No, man, come on, you're always welcome. So, all right, guys. Well, y'all have a good one, and then we're gonna go ahead and kill the Facebook live feed right now. But you want to jump on a mixer so you can hear some other stuff and all. You never know what you're gonna hear. I don't like Jeeps, but anyways.
Warning shots.
Warning
dude.
shots.
Out.
Y'all take it easy. Have a good one. See you.
bitches, they love visuals.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF. This is WTF Nation Radio.
I look around this room and I see nothing but untapped potential.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
You have potential. You have... Oh boy.
Reminds me of that fucking meme that was like, I don't text and drive because I don't want my mama to find my last text message about grinding down on that. If that's really a thing, and I get authorized to do it once, it's pretty much gonna be me sitting there talking shit, like constantly.
WTF Nation Radio. WTF Nation Radio.